Let's make sure we protect each other's mental space. If you ever need me, just call. I'ma come running, give it my all. Love is love, God wins. Keep your vibrations high and watch how your blessings.
We've been journeying in the wrong direction this whole time. We've been journeying outside of ourselves. Why?
Rough to wise, talk to him.
It's been a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Maybe this is the year right here. Energy. Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Energy. The first stage is realizing that you are. That's the first step. Confront yourself. Realizing that you are. Energy. It's been a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They can't put negative notions on us. Think about it. Great things is happening, whether they want to believe it or not. Maybe this is the year right here. This is the year for it right here. Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, you know? One's image of oneself should be greater than reality. Don't let nobody tell you that you ain't great, because you are.
Rough to wise.
Energy.
YouTube, what's going on with you, YouTube? Before we start this discussion on Chrisean and everything that's going on, a lot of interesting things happened yesterday. I think she exposed a lot of stuff, her manic behavior, how she was responding, how she, kept on trying to aggravate, irritate, or, distract BlueFace and Nevaeh, distract or get his attention, from the whole situation. I'm going to pull the Discord into this conversation. As always, we come with a collective. So I'm going to pull them into this. Guys, make sure you can hear the Discord. All right. So can y'all hear me in the Discord? What's up with you, Fireball?
Yes.
All right. And YouTube, can y'all hear the Discord? I'm waiting for somebody to respond. Nobody is responding. Okay, so they can hear you guys. All right. Maybe it's a delay. Maybe not. But Chrisean is cleaning up her Kick. She went back on Kick and she erased all of the lives that she did yesterday. They was broken up in small clips. She went back and erased all of the lives from yesterday. Like, so all of those small clippings of her with Josh and his girlfriend yesterday, different variations of things that took place with Junior yesterday. So we want to take a look at some of the stuff that took place yesterday to see, why is she deleting things? Why is she trying to, eliminate videos now, right? Something's not right. She has to be. And a lot of stuff was said yesterday, a lot of stuff was said yesterday pertaining to this. And I think she showed how manic she is. I think she showed how obsessed she is, right? She literally said it. She's past crazy now. She's insane, right? She said that out her own mouth yesterday. She is past crazy now. She is insane. Notice she's wearing the same colors. I kind of noticed that. I kind of noticed that she had on brown and the baby had on brown. I kind of chucked it up to, you know, it being Blueface's favorite color. So maybe she was just trying to put on brown because it was his favorite colors. And maybe the baby had on brown because his name is Jonathan and brown was his favorite colors. I don't know. That's why I kind of like pushed it off too. I was waiting to see if it was a pattern that repeated itself. Like if the next time the baby got dressed, if she had on the same colors as the baby, then I can be like, very, very suspicious. You know, right as of right now, I'm going to chuck it up as like, okay, his favorite colors is brown. She's wearing brown because of John's favorite colors and she's trying to get John's attention, right? But this situation is tearing Chrisean apart. Like, I don't know if y'all ever dealt with someone with chronic PTSD or anything of that with mental issues. Like, this is the buildup, right? It's like when Jaguar Wright say that she hear that voice in her head saying, get out, get out, get out, right? So it's that same type of notion right here. This is the buildup to a crash out or, a crisis, right? A lot of people put themselves in a crisis, right? And they become overly stimulated. Like you can tell that she's overly stimulated by this. You can tell that it's really affecting her. Blueface is trying to save face, as far as Chrisean's face goes, because now when asked about the DNA or paternity, now Blueface is like, oh, we don't really care about no, DNA over here. We ain't really about to do that, so on and so forth. So now he's going to use the speculation of whether Nevaeh's baby is really his or not as a way to further keep the circus going, if you would say. Nevaeh is trying to branch off and do her own thing. Blueface is making sure that she knows, hey, listen, you're part of this circus. You're not going anywhere. This is like a manager of a store trying to go create their own store and promote it in the store. So whatever that looks like, whatever that is, Blueface is trying to make sure he keeps control of that situation. And then when it comes down to Chrisean, she's eliminating whatever it is that took place yesterday. She's definitely hiding it. She definitely don't want people to see it. So let's go back and look at a couple of clips from yesterday and see
where you at, Chad?
What we can catch from the madness. Besides her stalking the shit out of Blueface, because yesterday she really looked like a stalker yesterday.
Say offline.
Offline.
Are
you sure? Are we live, Chad? Are we live?
Are we live, Chad? Chad! Are we live?
Yeah, it looked like
it. I can't.
Yeah, it was definitely the mashed potatoes. Never again.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was so good. Everything was so good. Today was a rest day, so everything that I did.
All right, let's see if we could jump to the parts where she crashed out.
Like, who we marrying?
Huh?
This is who we marrying.
Look, you hear Junior in the background? She don't care about what's going on with Junior.
She don't know who she marrying. Actually, I would like to know.
Look, she don't care about Junior.
Yeah.
She deleted it off of her kick. So she went back like 5 days. She deleted back 5 days on her kick. So
you trying to come with me this weekend?
She trying to delete it because she know Nevaeh about to put those stalking charges on her ass.
That's LA, California.
It's in California, yeah.
She trying to delete that shit to avoid those stalking charges.
Yeah, babe.
Yeah, babe. Too bad I can't come.
I told you, Chad. I know you're mad. I'm Team Jonathan. I'm sorry. I'm Team Jonathan and Team Chrisean, of course.
I'm team Jonathan too.
See?
I'm
Enablers. Enabling her to keep on stalking this dude. You know, everybody done already got like this proves neglect. Like, everybody done already clipped up everything from you know what I mean? They already got it clipped up. It's already going viral. Her manic behavior, her laying in the bed stalking him. Like, I'm pretty sure like all of that shit is already going viral, doing numbers. Cause yesterday she really showed her ass. Like, she seemed like she was trying to fight Josh and everything. Look how she was just pointing at Josh.
God, he's a fucking genius. Oh, we were talking about how he was.
They were learning how to. Where is it?
Oh, you wanted to talk to him.
Watch this. Look at
He was
this.
saying some crazy ass shit.
Yeah, let us
Look.
have a real conversation.
Look at this.
And that's the problem.
I know he would have.
Look at this.
Acting like she don't know that.
Y'all tell me this is normal?
She didn't understand. She need to understand when he mad. When he mad at me, that's when he bomb loving. But when I'm dragging,
look at this.
He's gonna drag with me. You're not safe.
His girlfriend not saying nothing.
No one's safe.
I believe you.
John,
this shit is
safe.
Nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe.
in front of his girlfriend and everything. She doing this. Look.
Because if I barged in that house and had a civilized confession conversation, he would have let me have it.
He would have though.
But I just I have a lot of sympathy.
Hold on,
I have a lot of sympathy. That's why I didn't walk in the house. That's why I didn't walk in the house.
I already know.
That's why I didn't walk in the house.
I already know.
I would have let her calm down. He would have put the knife away. And I would have been like, watch him out. I would have put my face. I would have been like, watch him out.
Then she gonna hit you.
No, she not.
If you don't put your finger in her face.
No, she not.
I would bang you if you just throw your finger in my face.
Not.
Chat.
Look, he said I would do such and such, and then she makes sure she get all in his face and put her finger in his face. Yo.
Hold on. This is what he was doing. Let me break it down to you. Wait, hold on.
Why would he answer the door knowing
I'm trying to tell you why. This is what he did. He wanted y'all, because this is how Blue Clues thinks. This is how he thinks.
All right, come on.
Because it's a circus. You gotta think it's a circus. And he says it.
And I'm streaming
It's a circus.
I'm making bread too.
It's a circus. So he
what?
wanted y'all to talk.
And I was going hoarder shit.
Oh my God.
I'm like, look, watch him out.
Wait,
and she was gonna sit there.
Let me
and he was gonna be in the back laughing.
All right. Yeah.
He was gonna be in the back laughing like a clown.
Yeah, that's what probably would have happened. But listen,
I didn't want to go that far because I feel bad. I really feel bad hurting somebody like that while they pregnant. But I needed her to feel me like that. I'm at the front door. And he gonna answer.
Listen,
I'm at the front door.
He did answer.
And he gonna answer. So when he answered, I smiled. Cause shit funny.
All right.
Oh, you want to call my son retarded?
I understand. I understand.
Like you said, Ralph, ODD.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you're looking at this goes back to the baby disabler comment, right? Because Nevaeh said the baby disabler comment, she is manic as hell. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk to nobody like that. You can't get through to nobody like that. You can't try to communicate with nobody like that.
That's a violation.
You see her sensors are not there. You see her response is not there. You see, basically like whatever it is that you're saying, nothing's getting through to her. The only thing is the narrative that she wants to paint. That's the only outcome that she sees. She doesn't see nothing else.
A sickness.
That should be disturbing to a lot of people. She has the devil tattoo as $100 bill, I think, on her ankle, right? So it's like Ben Franklin or one of those, persons on the dollar as the devil, on her ankle. That's the tattoo that you see right there, right?
Ross, that's the Blues Girls Club tattoo.
It's still a devil tattoo.
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, yeah, that's a devil tattoo. But that's like back in the day, how pimps used to mark their their hoes and shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like those
You're right.
tattoos is markings of saying like this one is under this, protection of this pimp agency or whatever you want to call it. Like that's it. That's you know what I mean? So however you looking at this, that's what you're watching. Like you're literally watching 304 behavior. Like if you look at TikTok with the grit babies, you're looking at, E Kane, you're looking at Queen Ops, right? You're looking at these people who chose to play on the public sympathy, right? So because a lot of women out there sympathize for the single mother, sympathize for, that that lifestyle of raising a kid, right? So everyone's going through it. Everybody knows parenting is hard. Nobody wrote the books on it, all of that stuff. So you're looking at a group of people who decides, hey, there's marketing in that. There's a business in that. It's like the panhandler that realized he can get more money panhandling than he can going to a dead end job. So he decides to panhandle his way into a mansion. Same thing with these characters online. They see that, oh, okay, they're paying for ratchet. They're paying for ghetto. They're paying for, ignorance. Let me capitalize on it before they stop paying. Same thing with SSI, same thing with, EBT, same thing with Section 8. All of these different all of these different ways to try to get free money, free currency, thinking that it's the solution to the problem, only to come to the realization that it's not. And here we are with Chrisean. For 3 years, we watched the neglect. We watched the, shortcomings of Junior based off of her trying to achieve certain accolades. We watched him go unchecked, for certain periods of time. We watched the neglect. We watched the lack of stability, living in and out of a car. We watched Junior, suffering in certain variations of ways when it comes to medical. We watched her tie him to chairs in church so he wouldn't scratch. We watched all of this different stuff. We have witnessed this, not putting nothing on his head when taking him out, not, caring, like not even changing him properly when he, have an accident on himself. And, we watch her do all of this stuff to, try to get BlueFace's attention, try to get, BlueFace's, approval, only to end up back fighting in the street. All of this, I'm better, I'm doing better, I'm holy hands, I'm about God, so on and so forth, only to watch her back fighting in the streets for BlueFace's attention, like a pit bull, like an unleashed dog. And y'all telling me that's the wave of the women of the future?
Absolutely not.
I mean, I know that you guys don't agree
I
with it.
agree.
I know you guys don't, but collectively, someone is selling this to us as the image.
They are definitely selling it to kids younger than Krishan's. Now it seems like even older people are buying into this as well. So a lot of people are buying into this is love. They call BlueFace and Krishan's whatever you want to call it. They just
No,
so
this
in
is
love with each other.
stupidity.
They can't help themselves.
But if they so in love, why are they not together?
It's not love. It's It's definitely not love, and it's sad that people see all this toxicity as love.
All right.
And it's
Well,
immature.
I'm 57 and I do not agree with this at all. I had a boyfriend at 18 and did nothing like this. But that stopped at I think 19 and a half. I was done, you know, because I had a mother and a father. Like, hey, you better than that. And I ain't do half of this stuff. So yeah, I'm 57 and she needs to get somewhere and sit down. That's all I gotta say.
It's not just that, but it's when somebody tell you something like that, you actually listen. She does not listen.
Exactly. She's determined to be the last woman standing, no matter. And she showed last night that she's gonna be the last woman standing, no matter what she has to do.
And it's sick how they let Blueface play in their head, play on their top like that, because they should know better. They're not 16, 18. They should know that he's playing a game with both of them.
Do you think it's based
And if
off
you're
of?
gonna say you're gonna leave them alone, then leave them alone.
Do you guys think
Don't
it's?
hypocrite yourself. You're supposed to know the Bible.
It's a ego driven situation.
But he plays them against each other
Yes,
too.
exactly. Blueface is pushing them to believe that they can be
Evil.
somebody's going to win at the end of all of this circus. So it's an ego. She's got a real prideful attitude, so she doesn't want to back down.
All right, because now it's turned to a competition. My child against your child, my money against your money. My stream, my views against your views. This is, I mean, it's gone too far, and I don't think it's going to end well. And I hate to say
And
that, but I don't.
and he should be putting them together to get along. He should be putting all his energy to trying to make them get along. But he, like I said, he's feeding off of both of their energy, fighting each other and feeling like he's the man because he has girls fighting over him.
I do
And just
agree that
and just like Ralph always says, it's trauma bonding. That everybody's bonded to this because, oh, I got the crazy baby daddy too. Let me see what's going on in the circus. So that's how they're playing this whole scenario. It's just a crazy baby daddy scenario. It's just, a bunch of foolishness going on, and everybody can, in some situation that they're doing, somebody can trauma bond to that, and they're plotting and scheming off of that so they can make more money.
I do agree with the Blue putting them against each other because based off of, just views, who can get me the most views, who can get me the most subs. And Chrisean was his cash cow for many years. And now that Nevaeh has come into the plot, she's getting him more. And he made that very clear. So she's crashing out about that. She's crashing out about the baby disabler comment. And then just knowing that he just had a healthy baby, I think that's really messing up with her ego because she knows what she did to Junior.
I agree. It's very much her pride. Her pride is her demise right now. She really can't control it.
So, do you guys think, like, based off of the situation and the manipulation that's taking place, like, what's it going to take for change? Like, you think like the kids got to get taken away, or do you think an example is going to be made of one of them that's going to like cause that change, or are we just stuck at watching this form of circuitry manipulation in a circle? I know Blueface is always.
Lesson.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
A very hard lesbian, a very hard lesson needs to be had.
Well, shit. If
So
they
I'm
giving out,
thinking inmate number 1299678.
oh, in that format of hard lesbian. Oh, okay.
I would like to think that something is going to happen to make it end, but I'm almost with the social experiment. Well, it's not even almost. It's a social experiment, so it's going to probably be ran until something else can step up and move the attention of everyone to something else. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it may end bad, but it does seem somewhat like it's
Yeah, they're
bad.
useful idiots. Like,
Yeah.
they're used as distractions, just like anything else with media.
Exactly. It's a good distraction right now. It's a good way to draw everybody's attention.
Someone's got to mute their mic. Cozy, you got to mute your mic. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think maybe the feds are gonna come. They're gonna gather up a story and snatch their butts up sooner or later.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the positive outcome of this will be that something does probably have to manifest in a negative way, which I hate saying that. But then maybe a positive outcome would be that they'll control these streaming platforms a lot more, because obviously these streaming platforms are out of control. It's just getting very unhinged. So they need.
I was thinking that today that some sort of social media rules are gonna get put into play due to these cases. I mean, well, due to this people, because it's just weird, like, because you literally are witnessing crimes, federal crimes, felonies, like
harassment. They could
Right.
harass that girl and she stopped her. He could get her for that because that's a violation with kick. You know, you're not supposed to be stalking or harassing. She shouldn't even have a platform.
Mm-mm.
So
Exactly.
I don't understand how she even has one when she was driving and swerved off the road. That should have been it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We keep witnessing crime after crime where if it was a regular person that wasn't streaming, we would be getting ourselves in trouble, getting locked up fast. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
how? And it's every day it's a new crime being committed. Like the other day it was yesterday it was him pushing the baby's foot, pushing her back 3 steps. Like that's a crime.
Exactly. And then numerous crimes against children. We're witnessing all kinds of stuff against children.
Ralph, can I ask you, do you believe that a lot of this is pre-planned without dialogue?
I think
As far as circus goes?
for the most part, I think Blueface has an idea of what he wants or what level of toxicity he wants, which is basically that womanizing type of atmosphere. Respect the homies, you know what I'm saying? And you're the only one that's allowed to be disrespected. I think as far as that idea goes, then yeah, in a sense, I think everyone has a different script, if you would say. Everyone knows they're a part of the circus, but everyone's reading off a different script based off of their perception of what their idea of the character that they're supposed to play. But Blueface has a whole completely different idea of the characters that they're playing. That's why he says he's, a delusional chick's worst nightmare.
But I think that thing yesterday with Chrisean going psycho on that live and pointing her finger in the boy's face and all that stuff. I think she said, "Oh, it was just part of the circus. It was just all an act because she want to get away with all the crimes she keeps committing." That was blatantly threats and premeditation to committing another crime. You know what I'm saying? But now she's gonna say, "Oh, it wasn't real. It was just a little play thing." Da, da, da. No, it was real. Stop lying. But the one thing about Chrisean, she don't know how to keep her mouth shut.
Y'all heard her threaten him again. She said the way that the path he's going down, she said something like the path he's going down is either death or jail.
Yep.
Continues to say
And
that.
she's not playing. She's not playing.
She's threatening the veil too. If you go back and look at one of those clips, because she's clipped up, she threatened her too. So you got
And they come out and say, "Oh, it was just a skit. It was just, no, it was not." She's doing that to try to lie so she can get away with it in case the police do come and the van makes a police report to try to get a restraining order, and then they tell her, "Hey, you said this, you said that, da 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 da," and then she, "Oh no, that was just part of the skit." That's why they need rules on social media. They need social media police, everything, because this is crazy.
Yeah, I'm starting to think we need some type of regulations on social media applications as well, because not only, with the scamming and, the exploitation of children and the trafficking that's going on, money laundering, so on and so forth. Like, we don't have nobody regulating it. I understand it's a new market, digital currency, a new form of currency. Therefore, in the beginning, you're always going to have people taking advantage of that new form, right? So we're moving into a form of digital currency. We're watching all the people that's taking advantage and manipulating it, in the dark web, wherever you want to call it, right? So it's like, when do it get to a point where they wake up to it and start a whole, agency dedicated to online crimes?
Right, exactly. Yeah, because the police, they're not equipped, they're not trained, they're not knowledgeable and stuff like that about internet stuff. Yeah, they do, solve some cases with internet stuff, but they're not like into it like that, like if it's like an open case and stuff like that, they might use the internet to help solve stuff, but they're not actively just monitoring and like if people call in stuff, they're not really probably going to investigate it, they're not going to care.
Yeah, but cyberbullying is a crime, and that's what she's been doing.
Yes,
She,
ma'am.
she's taunting that girl. That's a crime.
I think that's why she went and deleted it. I think that's why she went and deleted all of yesterday's chain of
Yeah,
events. Because
yeah.
like I said, Nevaeh's mom and her grandmom is watching Krishan's live and probably jotting down all of that. You know.
I would be.
And at
They
what
probably
And
don't
point?
want
she's
to comfort her. Listen, they probably don't want to comfort her for little stuff, and then she pop right back out with an attorney, all charges dropped, da 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 da. They waiting to get her on some big thing where she
Nah,
can't
nah,
squirm
nah.
out
They
of
not.
it.
They not
Maybe.
waiting. Nah, 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 nah. They looking and saying, look, we got to put some type of safety around you and this baby, because obviously her rage and her jealousy and her obsession with Blueface is going to have her hurt you and the baby, especially if she's already determined to say that she's going to be the one in the new house. Then that means that, she's going to do whatever it is that she needs to do to make sure she's the one in that new house, right? He's gonna do
Definitely.
whatever it is that she need to do to make sure she's the one in that new house. So if Nevaeh moves into that new house, what we gonna do? Watch her crash out and break into the new house? Like, what level? To what level? To what extent? What are we? What is she? What do she have to do before
They
we
all
come
going
to
to
the
the shelter.
realization that she is a danger not only to herself but everyone else? The only person that might be safe is Blueface,
Mm.
and he ain't even
They
safe
all
because you
going.
see him
right.
ready
He's
to
not
bust
safe.
her. You see him ready to bust her. She be ready to bust him in the head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he ain't even
Yeah.
safe. And if he's
She
the
just
only
hurt me.
one, if he's the only one that she cares about in the equation, where that leaves everybody else. If the person that she cares
Right.
about is not even safe, where that leaves you, me, Junior,
Right.
anybody, where that leaves anybody else.
She's going to the extreme.
Shit.
Shelter. They going to the shelter. They all
Shit.
going to the shelter.
Yeah. And she's
Shit.
gonna be, if I can't have him, nobody can't have him. That's how I see her now.
Yeah.
She's already
She's going
there.
to,
When she
yeah,
laid in
if I
that
can't
bed
have him,
yesterday and she said, I'm not crazy no more. I'm insane. I'm not in love. I'm something. Like, when she said that, I
oh
said,
my
you know what?
goodness,
Yeah, she went from
gone.
crazy to insane and from in love to obsessed. Like, it's over with. Like,
Yep.
there's no
Oh
coming
yeah.
back. There's no coming back. I'm sorry.
And
She's
it's the
Yeah.
competition that he keeps pinning them against each other with
Hmm.
this competition on who's going to the new house.
What they
Like they
say?
gotta act up. Who's gonna get the most views? Who's gonna act up the most? Who's gonna prove they love him the most? Like,
Just to make some money? It's ridiculous.
yeah.
Man, they ready to put them kids through all types of shit just to prove who's BlueFace is. You know what I mean? Like, you got to think, like, Chrisean, you can see, like, Junior is used to Chrisean hitting him or him not performing adequately and him getting hit. Like, you can see him actually flinching now from her movements and stuff. You can see him flinching. So when she like drags him across the floor and stuff like that, and he don't, do whatever it is, like he's preparing for that hit. Like, she can't put her baby on the screen like Nevaeh can put her baby on the screen, right? She can't, oh, look how cute my baby is. She can't compare cuteness anymore. That's why you seen her covering up Junior's face yesterday when he came on the screen, right? Even almost down to sounds, like she can't even compete with the sounds anymore, right? So now the only question is like, she got to fight. She got to do the only thing that's going to assure her a victory, which is a fucking brawl in the street.
I don't think
Because
Blue
you
Blue
know
Blue
what?
never let her fight. Blue would never let her fight Nevaeh.
She can't get pregnant again because she got to do the boxing thing. But she probably deep down wants to get pregnant, but can't because she's doing the boxing thing and she knows she's not a good mom.
I
So
wouldn't be
she
surprised if she
Listen to
already
me.
is. She was
Listen
looking,
to
she was
me.
looking a little sickly. She was looking a
She
little
tries
sickly
to.
when
She's
Mia was
trying to
supporting her.
listen to
She's
me.
trying.
She's going to try to
Get pregnant.
not get pregnant. I mean, she is trying over again. I don't know if she's waiting for Junior to, move, like, because she's trying to play that whole when BlueFace start doing the right thing, then blah 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 blah. That whole bullshit thing, right? But for the most part, she's trying to compete, right? Now, mind you, imagine how superficial, califlicted, expialidocious she is, right? So she's trying to compete in a department where she's already, lost, right? You can't
right.
put yourself back in this situation where you're competing kids with somebody, with a defected, kid, right? You're sitting there trying to compete and compare with a child who you're not trying to get the help for to compete and compare. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody
Yeah, that's
told
why she's acting violent and now doing all this threatening because she don't got nothing else to offer.
right, because all she has left is physical altercation. It's like I said, when you're a kid and you beat this person in chess, you beat this person in badminton, like you beat this person in every other sports, right? What are they going to say? What is the last thing they're going to resort to? I bet you can't beat me in a fist fight,
Yup.
Right. Yeah. But you can't beat
right?
me up.
Right? Think about, go back to when you was a kid. Go
Yeah.
back to when you was a kid. You remember how it was when you was a
Yep.
kid? You would beat somebody and everything, and then what they say?
I bet you want to knock the stick off my shoulder.
Exactly. Next thing you know, you in a physical altercation with this person.
Yep.
Why? Because you were better at this. You were better at that. Right? Same thing with Chrisean's situation. Chrisean is finding nothing that she is good at as far as being a woman. So because she's not good at being a woman, she gonna try to be a nigga.
Yes, exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying? She can't
Absolutely.
compete. She can't compete in womanhood, motherhood, being a friend
Right.
to a girl, being she can't she can't compete in them departments, right? There's better friends out
No
there,
fun.
better mothers out there, better women out there hanging, better, sisterhood bonds, all of that stuff. She can't compete in that. She can't get along with women. She can't hold up the women code or the moral conduct, whatever it is that y'all got, because y'all know y'all got y'all secret codes, just like niggas got their secret codes, whatever you want to call it, right? She can't uphold none of that stuff, right? So now she gonna out nigga the niggas.
Yeah, you're
Now
not
she's
lying.
toxic masculinity.
Nigga, I'm bored.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I can't compete with the women, but I bet you I can out nigga these niggas. I bet you I make this shit look cute. I'ma make being a boy cute. I'ma make being a nigga cute. How?
The way
How?
she was out there with Blue in the gang, she sure was acting like one for real.
That's what I'm saying. She talking about some, oh yeah, Blue and them was over there, they were in the streets, how we do putting in work. What? How you out here talking like you part of schoolyard crip? You act like you part of schoolyard.
That's how she was acting. And where was Junior? Well, who had him? That's what I want to know. While you out there,
Wasn't he in the other car?
Nah, I don't know if he was
don't,
out that night.
I
Hopefully
didn't
he
think
was
he was
somewhere
with
being
her.
babysat that night. But
With
the moral,
Psycho.
the moral of
But
the
she was out being
story,
a nigga.
yeah.
Y'all know that's delicious.
She out in the streets thugging. You know what I'm saying? She act like she Lil Wayne and she out stunting with her daddy.
I hate that thing got part of my name. But yeah, she was acting like Christopher. She harder than Blue. She really is.
Yeah, the
With some
way she
attention
jumped
thing
into
and
that
then
car, that was obvious.
Yeah, she harder than him.
Yeah, he got knocked out and she fought the fight. And
But
she had to
that's why
go
I
on.
say, like, it's literally like a gender reverse. Like you're watching, Chrisean with the masculine energy, and then you're watching Blueface try to breastfeed a fucking baby like a woman.
You said that and it is so true.
Yeah, and I don't like how he had his back arched when he was sitting up there with the baby either. I was like, oh goodness, underarch your back,
It
please.
was another time that the baby was crying. This is the fifth time that he did this. So it was another time that the baby was crying and she wasn't quite there. He picks the baby up and actually has the baby try to suck on his nipple again. Like
Bro, that is so
this is past joking
disgusting.
now. You know what I mean?
They
Like
need to
this
they
is
need to call him out. He's clip farming real bad. They need
nah,
to call
nah,
him out.
nah. That's not
Listen,
clip
men that
farming.
been
That
in prison.
clip farming might be joking about it or whatever, but to repeatedly, constantly put that baby on your nipple, knowing that that baby can't get nothing out of that. There's nothing that that baby can get out
Some
of that,
PDF file
right?
is paying him in the chat. I bet you.
Exactly.
Some rich PDF
Somebody
file.
is
What is that? Yeah, I told
gifting
you
him
that.
subs. Somebody is paying him to keep on putting that
Crazy stuff.
baby's face on him like that. Like somebody is paying him to do that shit so they can watch that shit and you know
Yeah.
and that's
He's
why the
Normalize.
world is dangerous. That's why the internet is dangerous, and for him to be normalizing it, like it's even more sickening because it shows that he's really on here doing whatever for money, and the real people that control him is the minor attracted people and the fucking PDF files that is in his chat watching him, because the only reason why they watched him with Chrisean is because she's got the body of a 13-year-old boy. That's the only reason why they keep on wanting him to go hang out with Chrisean and shit, is because she got the body of a 13-year-old boy.
Which goes to show he got
Look
those
at the
tendencies too. He has those tendencies. Because no
look
real
at
man
who's
is
doing the
gonna do that
drum. I am
anyway.
so tickled.
Oh wait, y'all see? I just came in here. Y'all saw the bed said they gonna live stream the DNA.
Oh really?
She
She
ordering
said
the C
what?
ordering the C She ordered a CVS DNA at home test kit, and they're gonna live stream doing it and sending it off.
Nah, Blueface trying to
Hopefully,
make it
send it in the
seem like he's
hospital.
not worried about the DNA now. Blueface like, oh yeah, I ain't really worried about the DNA now. Of course you're not.
Because they did it already in
Because they did it
2009.
already. Exactly, because they already
Yeah,
did
but
it.
this is just
So everything
yeah, this
else
is
right
just letting you
now
know.
is for the speculation for the clicks and views, you
But
know?
how
Yeah.
long does a DNA test? Is it an instant one where you can check
And
it and find out instantly?
in the
I don't think
hospital,
it's
the
really
test
like
they
a
do,
hot
the test
test.
they do in the hospital is pretty
Oh, in the
fast
hospital.
because remember they got to put the name and stuff on the birth certificate.
But how
So
Yeah,
long
I
do
think it's
it
the
probably
take?
birth
like
certificate take what,
3 to 5 days.
yeah, something
The
like that.
DNA test?
Yeah.
The
Oh, so
one
he get the results back?
from the hospital.
Yeah.
Probably not, but
I
she
never
took
had
one.
one.
She took one at the hospital, and they might have sat down
Mhm.
and said, "Okay, we're gonna speculate the rest for the chat or something." But if she signed those papers and Whack 100 talking about, yeah, she signed the papers for a DNA test, that means she signed them shits in that hospital. When they ask you in the hospital, do you want a DNA test done, and you sign them shits in the hospital,
Um,
that ain't for Blueface's record and for Blueface's entertainment. That is for her record of it. So when the shit hit the fan, she's getting a record saying that this is yours and the hospital did the test. Not no Zeus Network bullshit. Not no shit he can argue and fight and run around and hide from for however long, right? She's like, let me get accuracy of this with the hospital, some
Right.
real documents. You know what I mean?
Mm.
mhm.
Now, whatever they
Because if something
speculate,
happens to him, her son's gonna get the money. So she's gonna want to have
whatever they
that DNA.
speculate for the internet is based off of his level of manipulation with the internet. But Nevaeh got the people around her that's telling her like, you better make sure you do this, make sure you do that, and if push come to shove, we gonna motherfucking child support the hell out of him.
Mhm. No, she is.
You
She
know
ain't
her
lying,
mom,
and she got to do that. If he get to cutting up, she got to get in there before Rella do, because Rella definitely
man.
gonna do it if that's his baby.
You know the grandma like make sure you get all the documents that you can, sweetie. Cause when push come to shove, this motherfucker is not gonna be able to play on us. Right?
Not us. Not us. Oh my God.
For
Yeah,
real.
Yeah, but if he
say what
gets
they want to
locked
say
up
about
because of
Nevaeh and her
Ronnie,
mama, but that ain't true.
if he gets locked up because of the Ronnie situation, she ain't gonna be getting nothing from him.
You crazy as hell. You crazy as hell. All she'll have to
How
do is be able to maintain it, but she's not going nowhere. If he get locked up, she's not going nowhere. Shit, I be selling and
She gonna hold it
liquidating.
down.
Shit, I be selling and liquidating assets. That motherfucking $2 million car will turn into a $500 million car. I mean, a
Yeah, but
half
if
a mil.
Krishan's the one married to him, she gonna get the assets,
Where's
not Nevaeh.
Krishan
Krishan's
married
not
at?
married to
Where's
him.
Krishan married at? Like
That
She's
is
not
a
married.
music video that they did.
we
That's
haven't
not a
seen
real
enough
marriage.
bullshit yet of Krishan where you know that Krishan has no
That sounds like a
legal
late
Lies,
fraternity.
Krishan has no
100%.
legal ties to nothing. Why you think Krishan is still trying to get in the house so that way then she can get him locked up? Krishan has to get in that
Right.
house first and then push Blueface out of the house in order to maintain some level of control or to get her
And that's why
mansion.
Nevaeh is waiting around to get married too, because soon as something happens
No,
and he
it's
gets locked up,
oh
she
my
want to get all
God.
that.
Oh my God. So let me get this straight. Every time we say something about Krishan, you're gonna double down and try to attack Nevaeh and make it seem like she's doing the same thing Krishan is doing. Because
No, I'm
hold on,
saying that
listen to what
if
I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, right? Listen to what I'm saying, right? Krishan has made it up in her mind that Blueface is John the Baptist, and Blueface has to decrease in order for her to increase. So he has to turn everything over to her, right? And we all know what happened to John the Baptist in the biblical text, right? It wasn't good,
John, what happened?
right?
Oh,
So whatever storyline Chrisean is making up for this narrative, it ain't a good ending storyline for Blueface, right? Nevaeh's not doing that. Nevaeh's not trying to take Blueface for what he got and so on and so forth. Nevaeh's saying, look, if I can just build my own off of this and become successful in my own light, then that's what I'm going to do, so on and so forth. She's not wishing that, trying to get him violated on probation, trying to get him, back locked up, trying to say that he's going to die, keep on trying to manifest him into the ground, right? Nevaeh's not doing none of that. So when we mention, what Chrisean is doing, right, and Nevaeh is doing, there are two different operations that's going on with that, right? Nevaeh is more so thankful that someone got her out the shelter, right? That someone is giving her and her son a place to stay, right? Do someone that lives in a shelter and know what shelter is like, knowing that you gotta, wake up every morning, leave the shelter at a certain time, come back at a certain time, and people steal your stuff, and you gotta, always lights out at 10, all of this stuff, whatever, you gotta, sleep with one eye open because people will steal the sneakers off your feet, so on and so forth, right? Someone who knows that living, right? They're very appreciative for people who do something for them, right? Now, on the other hand, Chrisean, someone who if you don't care, right? Someone who don't care, don't have any notion or whatever, empathy, sympathy, whatever, right? Now, someone like that, they can just take from people. That's why once Ronnie got her to a certain point, she washed her hands with Ronnie. Once, the pastor got her to a certain point, she washed her hands with the pastor. Once Coach Calvin get her to a certain point, she'll wash her hands with Coach Calvin, right? And once Blueface gets her to a certain point, she will also be done with Blueface. The only difference is Blueface will either be in the ground or be in jail because she needs to take control of the narrative. If Blueface is still out here fighting the narrative, she's not in control of the narrative. But if she can get him out the way, she controls the narrative. And what did Deion Sanders tell her? Don't let nobody control your narrative. And she's been fighting for that fucking narrative ever since.
And she gonna end up going through the same thing just like him.
Yeah, but let me tell you
Blueface
something.
always said, I'm sorry.
I've been to
Blueface
a
always
shelter.
said that she was like that she cares about what society sees with her more than she actually cares about real life. And that she always wants to be in control of the narrative. You can see it. Now that they're streaming so much, you can actually see how much she wants to control the narrative.
That's why she
Let me tell you
wants
something. I've been to a
streams with
shelter.
him, but she will do it when she gets home. That's why she wants streams. She's selective about streaming with Blueface.
Nevaeh got a strong ass return to sender. If she just keeps on using that, they're the shit that they got going on is going to crumble anyway. If she just continue to act unbothered, you know what I mean? If you notice, Blueface couldn't pull the argument out of her that he wanted in regards to what date it was that he asked to be the girlfriend or whatever the fucking case may be. He couldn't pull the energy out of her that he wanted, which is basic toxicity, right? The problem with feeding off a negative is that they need somebody to quench that thirst, right? He can't get that out of Nevaeh. He's not a peaceful person, right? You know how some people they want peace, right? So if you're that person's peace, they'll put themselves around you. You'll find them falling asleep on your leg and just drooling and stuff. Why? Because they feel that safe around you. They feel that peaceful around you, whereas though they finally feel like they can rest, close their eyes, feel like their mind's been running 1,000 miles a minute, but around you, they feel like, I can finally rest. I don't have to worry about safety because you're here. I don't have to worry about somebody knocking on the door or coming in the window because you're here, right? That's when you're trying to be somebody's peace, right? But when someone determines that you are that toy that they play with whenever they get bored, right? Now you got to deal with whatever feelings and emotions they want to be bothered with you. If they want you to be in a loving feeling, they'll do loving things. When they want you to be in that nasty mood, they do nasty shit to try to make you tick, right? You watch this with kids. Kids get bored and they go play with their family, their parents' feelings and emotions, right? They go do something to piss you off. They're going to do something to irritate you, or they're going to ask you the same fucking question 1,000 times just to get on your nerves, right? Same thing with these adults with childlike minds, right? Nevaeh's not giving him that energy that he wants, which is that toxicity. Chrisean's going to give him that bullshit, but it comes at everybody else's expense. Her doing all of this extra shit to try to piss Nevaeh off. But if someone does this same thing to Chrisean to try to piss her off, then it's, oh, I'm rock. You don't fuck with me like that. But she got the right to go out and fuck with everybody else like that. Right. But there's nobody that you can get to Chrisean through besides the fact that she's the baby disabler, besides Ronnie. Right. So these are the things that people are going to bring up. Because why? Because these are the truths that hurt her. These are the things that really bother her. Right. All of that other stuff, it don't bother her. She don't care. She don't care. Right. And the reason why she don't care is because of those simple facts that it does not you going out there is not going to bother her, because all she wants is to push everybody away so she can have BlueFace. She's the type that's going to hurt your kids in order to get you out of the picture. She's the type that's pinching your baby whenever she gets close to your baby. She's the type pinching your kid. Constantly pinching your kid, doing shit like that. That's her.
Yeah, Chrisean, she's horrible, but at the same time, too, BlueFace is not the prize. He's not a prize. Like, he's exhibited too many
Okay,
signs
so
of...
once again, you can't determine what the next woman prize is. BlueFace is not the prize to you. BlueFace is not the end all be all to you. But to Chrisean, BlueFace is God.
And Nevaeh.
Nevaeh might just praise him, but Nevaeh got her God. That's why she go to that altar or whatever it is that's built in
Yeah,
that
she
closet.
loves him.
Right. So
She's just a regular
BlueFace, Nevaeh's gonna
girl.
love BlueFace to a certain extent, right? Until she figure out a way out, until she figure out how to bring in her own money and finagle to build up a nice little chunk of change to get out, right? She's that's why Nevaeh keep on saying, like, you can have her. You want to be with her, you can have her. Like, how many times did you say that in a relationship before you finally stood on it?
Yeah, but Chrisean said that he kept all her money. How do we know he's not doing the same thing with Nevaeh, keeping all her money?
And I just now said that. I just now said, like, first of all, Nevaeh is not bringing in no money, right? The money that's coming in is from BlueFace. Did you see Nevaeh using an EBT card? Yes, you did see Nevaeh using an EBT card. So she's getting public assistance from the government, right? So when you sit there and try to make it seem like it's somebody else that's using all of their money, right? Then you really got to actually look at the situation that you're talking about. BlueFace brings in all the money, and he uses all of the money that he brings in as a way
how
to
is
control,
she saving money to
to
leave
to
then
keep.
if she don't have no money?
I just now said she's trying to find a way to save money to leave. You see what you're doing? You see what you're doing? You see how you're trying to bring that same argument? And this is what I said before I even went live on YouTube. I literally asked you not to bring that same argumentative concept to the Discord. But you're that challenging when it comes to speaking with me. Like, you just keep on trying to, and my words are very clear. Like, I'm not never mind. I'm not going to do this on YouTube. My apologies.
No, I didn't mean it to be argumentative. I'm just saying, like, speaking on Nevaeh, because I don't feel like she's like a saint, like she's doing her best and this and that. No, I feel like she's devious and just as devious as
Yeah.
Chrisean, but she plays her role better than Chrisean. Chrisean is like a little kid. She's every which way But
What
Nevaeh,
makes you
she's
think Nevaeh is
more.
devious?
I don't
What makes
agree.
Nevaeh? What has she done that's devious? Let's just ask.
When she went to Universal, leaving her son, and then the bottle scene with the orange
Girl, that
bottle.
wasn't. That's not devious. Do you know what devious? That's just being absent-minded. That's absent-minded. That's not
No,
devious.
I mean, Eve, Eve doesn't like Nevaeh, so because she said that on the other one, when on TikTok, she doesn't like her.
I mean, there's a reason why Jaden doesn't let her kids around Blueface by themselves, and Nevaeh has her kids by themselves with him, and she knows.
Okay, hold on, because I see what's going on here. Like, so Eve's, what's your name?
Me?
Yes, yeah, Eve, right?
Never watched it.
Eve, right?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, Eve.
Okay. So this is what I asked you not to do, right? This is what I asked you not to do. This is the same thing that we have constantly this is the same thing that constantly keeps happening on TikTok. And no matter how many times I keep on giving you a chance to come back into the space, you try to do the same thing, right? You are like secretly a Chrisean Rock fan, and that's why you keep on. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish talking. Let me finish talking. Let me finish, ma'am. I promise you, I am.
No,
I promise
do
you.
not like her like
Okay.
that at
Okay.
all.
Watch. Okay. Everybody already knows how I operate. Everybody knows that I'm not going to sit over here and argue, like yell over top of you or do anything like that, right? Everybody knows that I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to play no games with you. I'm not going to, appease your feelings and emotions. And I literally just had this conversation with you right before I went live on YouTube, right? I literally just had this conversation with you when you were doing the same thing with somebody else in the Discord, right? I literally just had this conversation with you. I literally just said, we're about to go live. Don't do the combative stuff in the space where we all supposed to be getting along and open-mindedness, right? But here's the thing about what you keep doing, right? Every time we say something about Chrisean, you say, Nevaeh is not this. Every time we bring up the Junior situation and how Chrisean is going about treating Junior and how manic her mind is, you say, but Nevaeh is this, right? Every single time. Stop. Every single time we take it back to the subject matter, which is Chrisean's manic behavior and the crash out that we're exhibiting from her and from BlueFace getting along with Nevaeh and having a baby with Nevaeh, everything. You keep on dragging it back to say, well, I feel like Nevaeh is not this and Nevaeh is not that, and so on and so forth, right? Now hold on. Let me finish, right? On top of the fact that earlier today on my TikTok, you heard me say that I was going to be reaching out to Nevaeh and Nevaeh's mom to see if we can get in touch with them, right? And now we're on YouTube, right? And you're trying to keep on tearing down Nevaeh in the Discord that I was going to invite her mother and her to, right? So the manipulation that you're doing is actually trying to deflect from people joining this union, right? Because it doesn't make no sense. Hold on. Let me say something. Let me finish saying something. You're already being fake. Because let me explain why you're being fake. You fake like you was a part of something that is actually trying to unify, right? So you came into the Discord and you faked like you wanted to be a part of this union, right? So you already are being fake.
Because I don't agree with everything.
Ma'am, I never said that you had to agree. Let me say something. I never said you had to agree about anything about Nevaeh, right? We not even talking about Nevaeh, and you keep on trying to make this about Nevaeh. There's nothing. Hold on, listen. There's nothing in my title that says anything about Nevaeh, right? The title is talking about Chrisean's crash out and how Chrisean is responding to this new baby, right? Let me finish talking, right? This conversation was about Chrisean, right? And Chrisean's crash out and the response to her and to Blueface having a baby with Nevaeh, right? You're the only one in here that keep on trying to make Nevaeh seems as worse or worse than Chrisean.
I've been on here with you since like 12 o'clock.
Okay, so hold on, hold on.
So
You have not been
I was saying something else.
Right? One, you if you have been on here with us that long, right? Then you should already know that we don't even play those type of games, right? That's one, right? Two,
Playing games? What game? I'm not playing any game. I was just talking.
Ralph, I think that she's a Jaden fan. Can I just say that?
No, I'm not a Jaden fan at all. But it's
I don't
good
know.
that Jaden actually keeps her son away from Blueface by himself. That's all
It's
I was
not.
saying.
It's not good. I don't think that Blueface is a bad father. I think that he has issues. I'm not gonna deflect from the fact that I feel that he does have issues. All of them have issues. Any person
she's
that's
not
part of
trying to
Blueface has
understand
issues.
YouTube.
But he's a
YouTube.
hyper.
Hold on, real quick.
ego.
Eve, real quick. Eve, real quick. I would like to explain something to my YouTube real quick, Eve, before you continue, right? So, YouTube, this is not just a singularity event. I know you guys, this is our first time coming over to YouTube like this, right? But over on TikTok, I repeat this same thing with this person over and over again, right? And this person comes up and they play like they, are supporting the page, and they play like they rock with me, and they play like they're, trying to get to the solutions like we are and all of this stuff, right? But every time this person always does a deflection argument, or sometimes on YouTube, on TikTok, this person will come up and just make it'll be a bunch of noise in the background, like, and then I'll have to drop this person down, right? So only difference is this time when I said on TikTok that I had to go over and do a YouTube, right? This person decided to come into the Discord and bring that argumentative spirit over here while we do a YouTube, right? So now this person is bringing that same argumentativeness over here on this live, right? Where we're at on YouTube and Twitch, right? Now, you notice that everybody else in my Discord, they're carrying themselves with a certain decorum, right? They don't keep cutting me off because we don't keep cutting each other off when we talk, right? But this particular person that says that they've been rocking with me since whenever, right? All of a sudden that we're live on YouTube now, it's the sarcasm. Now it's the cutting each other off. Now it's the I feel like this and I feel like that, and so on and so forth. But nobody else is operating like that. And you can see how many people is over here, right? You can see how many people are in the Discord, right? That is conducting themselves accordingly because they know that we're trying to look like a united front, right? But this one particular person, this is why I say like we're only as strong as our weakest link. This one particular person, just right before this, they were already being combative in the Discord where they said something and somebody was like, hey, don't speak that into existence. Try to say it this way instead of trying to say it that way, right? And I told this person then, hey, listen, don't bring that over here. You done did this same thing on YouTube, on TikTok a couple of times. Don't bring that to the Discord, and let's not take it over to the YouTube and the Twitch, right? So to give this person that chance, right? And still get on YouTube and watch this person operate the way they operating, it only says that you cannot tell nobody anything outside of their operation. They are going to do according.
Started watching you. No. Let me say something. When I first started watching you on TikTok, you were at 34 to like 37 views. And I rocked with you for like 2-3 months, and now I see your views at like 400, 600 and up there. Yeah, I haven't been watching you for like 2 weeks because I've been busy. My birthday just passed. But bro, don't try to act like I'm combative. I'm not combative with nobody. I've been supporting your live, and I've been trying to up with solutions. But one thing I'm not gonna do is be fake and act like Nevaeh is some kind of good mother. I'm not trying to focus on her, but like I said, we've been on here for 3 or 4 hours, and I heard somebody mention that, oh, well, I think it was you that, oh, she was in the shelter and da 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 da. I've been to a shelter. I don't care if I'm in a shelter or not. I'm not gonna get out and be with some guy and let him be and have like suspicions that he's SAing children and stick with him because he's got money. That's not what it is, okay?
Nevaeh still takes care of her child.
So does
So don't
Chrisean.
act like you don't see
Oh,
it.
girl.
They're both pieces of crap. Like,
You're
what are you
definitely a
saying?
Chrisean fan.
Person, so is
Nevaeh's a
Krishan.
piece of
Krishan
crap,
was
and
taking
so
care
is Chrisean. They
Krishan
both
just
are
proved
pieces of crap.
Point.
Like,
There
doesn't
is
take care of
absolutely no
nothing.
comparison between Krishan and
No.
Nevaeh. You're
How?
absolutely a Krishan
okay,
fan.
so
You would
allowing a
have
man to
Krishan
essay
and
your
Nevaeh on the
child,
same
listen,
Girl.
listen. So
Just let
allowing
her
a
know.
man to
Don't argue
essay
with
your
She's
Nevaeh.
not
child.
doing
Hold on,
anything.
hold on, 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 hold
Allowing
on.
a man to
Hold on,
essay your
everybody, please
child.
stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. If you have any respect for this space, mute your mic. If you have any respect for this space, mute your mic. If you have any respect for this space, mute your mic. If you have any
having
respect for this
suspicions-
space, mute your mic.
Mute your mic, Eve. Now, Ralph, I'm just gonna say this because I don't have a
Chris,
picture
I
of
asked, I said, anybody who has respect for this space, mute your mic. If you have respect for this space, mute your mic. That's it.
I need to know, I just got to know. It's time to know if he's mine. I got to know. There's not a man that God can't save.
I'm still a man from the grave.
I'm still a man from the grave.
Roll the stone from the cave.
I'm still a man from the grave. Yeah, you was running from me like you was dodging the bullet. Boo, you still on your red carpet.
All right. So what I want to say is respectfully, in order to keep the respect level high in this space, in this Discord, Eve, I am going to have to block and ban you from this space. No disrespect, but I realize that you're not going to have no type.
Let me say what I gotta say first.
No, I don't need you to say shit. We don't need no final words from you. None of that shit. We don't need none of that shit. If you are not going to hold yourself to a code of conduct amongst mutual friends and people who try to respect each other, then we don't need you in the space, corrupting the space any more than the corruption that's out in the world. You want to come into this space and do the worldly shit? Go out there and do that worldly shit. They arguing on every other fucking platform and every other fucking space. They're arguing and doing that same bullshit that you want to do. We created this space to do something different. And no matter how many times I kept on fucking repeating that and giving you the opportunity, you still try to operate the same thing. Then you try to get me to operate out of ego by bringing up some funky ass fucking numbers on TikTok. And we all know that I never even gave a fuck about the numbers on TikTok or on YouTube. Mines have always been about the principles and principalities about what we standing for and fighting for. So to even bring up numbers like I gave a fuck about numbers, that was to try to get me to respond out of ego. But see, I gave this person a chance before we even went live. Right or wrong?
You're right. Absolutely.
You did, and we tried to give her a chance too, but everything kept going back to negativity.
Right. You guys literally told her, like, hey, try to add something positive on her. Don't be negative with it. Don't. Yeah, but I know these type of people. We not asking you whether you know those type of people.
People
We're
watching just like everybody else. What
right.
does she fucking know that we don't?
We don't
She
argue in
took
the
it too
Discord.
personal, like
YouTube,
Ralph said.
YouTube. I want to
Like,
say I apologize for.
don't
We have
personalize it with
not
her
been
life.
doing that in the Discord. It has not
Right.
been like that. This person has just popped up in the Discord today. Today,
We
this
do
person
not do
has it.
that in
This
the
person was
Discord.
not in the
Yeah.
Discord. They might have
She
been
was here
over
this
there, but they
morning.
was not. They just came into the Discord today and they started that shit. We've been good as gold in the Discord. You know, they have been,
Word.
you know, talking to each other, you know, staying up all night, falling asleep in the Discord, everything. That is not how they carry themselves in the Discord. And that's why I say, like, that's my fault, because before I even went live, I seen that person was going to be a problem, but I left them in there. And the reason why I left him in there is because everybody deserves that chance, right? So I was like, okay, this person, okay. I told him before I started the live, I said, look, we got to go do a live on YouTube. I already know that you always come up on the panel and start this, you know, negative reversal thing. Please don't do it over here. I told the person, I said, I know you've been coming up on TikTok and popping up on TikTok for the last couple of weeks, and every time you come up, you do this negative reversal thing. Please don't do it in the Discord, because that's not how we operate. I got
It's
you.
like you have to discipline them like kids. That's sad.
She was talking on that side. I heard that.
But she was doing it earlier, and I think me and two other girls kept trying to sway her back to a positive mindset, and she still went right back to it. So
Nah, I had my finger.
Last night
in the
too.
Discord.
I had my finger on the block button when I said something. I already had my finger on the block button because I was like trying to make my assessment. Like, okay, but I already had my finger on the block button. I probably should have did it before we went on YouTube, but like I said, like everybody deserves a chance. You'll see that person pop back up on the
But that's the
TikTok
way you have to
because they
teach them.
troll. They troll, so they always troll
That's
the
the
account.
worst thing is to get banned from the Discord because they be popping in here. Like, come on.
Yeah,
That's the way you have to
but
teach.
like where Ralph, he was telling the truth because I don't have my picture up, Ralph, but I am one of your moderators on TikTok, and she does that. And there may be some more
All the
moderators in
time.
here, but she does that.
Yes,
So
she does.
he gave her a chance. He did,
Yeah, you kicked
and
her
I don't
before,
know.
I think.
Yeah, he gave her a chance.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
She
I just
does
wanted
the
to kick her
same
back and trying
thing.
to tell her
She
she
does the
does.
same thing every time.
Yeah, she's bad on TikTok though. She's like, I
You
think
can
she's worse.
continue though, Ralph. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I'm going back on mute.
No, you good. You good.
She had the nerve to say Chrisean take her Junior. Where?
People are delusional as shit on here.
Play some music, Ralph, and get that negative energy up out of the Discord, please. We not gonna talk about her no more. Let's talk about what we was talking about. Let her go.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Her name
Wait,
is in
wait,
the
wait,
chat.
wait. No, I have a question. Real quick.
Is she in the chat
I have a
too?
question. So, if why did that girl be letting Chrisean yell in that man's face? Like, I don't know. She be all up in his face, and it seems like the girlfriend don't never say nothing. She just be sitting there.
She's scared.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
The only time she had something to say was when somebody cashed out her boyfriend and
I
said
know,
he
but
was
have you
stealing
also
something.
noticed that she doesn't even hardly get into the whole camera view? They just kind of have her stuck over in the corner. Like the
No.
couch, really, if you think about it, if you sit next to your boyfriend, you could be close with your boyfriend. It's just her and Chris, the
Yeah, I
guy
would have stayed in the
on the
middle.
side. It's
I would
weird.
have stayed right in the middle, both of them. But I would have been done to say, hold on. You don't have to do all of that, baby girl.
Yeah.
That's it.
Then
That's
Chrisean
why I
would have
say
wanted
you
to fight
have
her.
to teach
Like
them.
that.
You have to teach them. And then if she would have popped out from there, then I would have said, well, we're finna go. I would have showed all
That
of that.
broad that pissed me off. When she was
Exactly.
like,
And
Conduct
you
yourself.
can't talk like
she
that.
backed him into the corner, though. She really
Wait,
literally
did
just backed
y'all
him into
also
the corner.
notice? Did y'all also notice yesterday? I don't know. I was watching some clips yesterday, and soon as Nevaeh was on the live with her baby, did y'all see how Chrisean tried to be all lovey dovey with Junior? And
Yeah.
I
It
absolutely
didn't look
I
natural
stayed
at
up
all.
last
How
night
she
watching
want to
some
talk
clips.
about somebody else's ways when she's sitting up there showing her own ways?
Right.
That's why Blueface say he don't have time for all of that, but then he gonna keep on mind manipulating her, and she's going to keep letting him.
She got to
With
mimic
that thinking she's gonna be in the new house, but she said if she wanted, she'll take it. Okay, we'll bring all of that into existence. You can't. So just stop bumping your gum.
Blueface will never have Krishan as any type of main anything.
No, because
Because
the same
now
thing
she
he
asked.
said for Nevaeh
You
goes
can't.
the same way for Chrisean. He said it about all his baby mamas. He bashed it all of them. He said he don't care. He don't give a F.
Those
She only
type of
care about
men,
that bag.
they'll have all those women fighting over them and trying to be the winner of whatever kind of stuff
Hold
they
on,
have
hold
going
on,
on.
hold on, y'all. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm talking
I'm
to
sorry.
Ronnie's sister right now on TikTok.
What?
I'm trying to get her to join the panel, but she said what would we be talking about? Um
Who's sister? Tell her she has the panel. It's her space. Who's
Ronnie's
sister? Oh, Ronnie.
Whatever she wants to talk about, whatever she's comfortable with.
discernment.
She's good about talking. She's
Well,
very
shit.
Manipulation
Talk about
games
it. Go
online.
down.
I'm gonna see if she responds. I want to talk about how we're in a spiritual war and how people got to have spiritual discernment and be cautious of the online manipulation game. So I'm gonna see how she responds to saying that. She told me let her know the event, uh, date and time. So I gotta
put it on the schedule. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'm ready. Don't tell nobody she coming.
I
Right.
feel like
see. Hold on. She responded to me. Hold on. She wants to talk about how we're in a spiritual warfare. That's what I told her.
That's what's up.
I'm so happy.
Okay, so we
She
locked
does
in.
not want. She does not want to talk about her spiritual warfare only, because I know that's how she is.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right, so we in there. We in there.
That's what's up, bro.
Oh, I'm
We
so
in there.
happy, Ralph, that I
Welcome,
get to
welcome,
know you
welcome.
before you become famous. Oh,
Look,
beautiful.
there's other people in her room saying Ralph the Wise is the person to go to, or Ralph the Wise is the spot to go on.
That's
So
what's up.
there's other people in her room
Remember
telling her
us.
like Ralph the
Remember.
Wise is why I came over here. So that's what's up. That's what's
An
up.
air horn.
She's online right now.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't
Let me
gonna
put
lie.
this in the
Uncle Ralph,
Discord. I'm gonna put this in the Discord so more people can go over to her page and
Uncle Ralph, let me tell you something. You definitely been helping me navigate my emotions through life. I ain't gonna lie. Like everything, I learned a lot being up here. So
Oh, I appreciate that.
that's why you my new internet uncle.
I love when he say Uncle Ralph. That's so sweet.
Thank you.
Graduated
Sound
to
like we go
uncle.
together, Uncle Ralph. Sound like
Yeah.
sound sweet. Well, he thought his music. If the sister gets on that song, and
That's gonna be hard.
he gonna be popping.
I,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking the same thing too.
I said, I hope he remembers me. Oh my
Well,
God, I'm a super fan. What's up? What is it called?
Ralph, did you want Nevaeh's mom in here?
I sent Nevaeh a message on TikTok already. I just gotta wait for a response.
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
God. You get on that panel. Y'all better talk. Y'all sisters better get up there and talk.
I sent her one on the other page. So I don't know what day, maybe a Friday. What's today? Thursday? If I could send her a message, I'll send her a message.
My schedule's open for Sunday. You know Sunday.
I'm really open. I don't know, because Sunday is a day that people go to church and stuff like that. So
I
really,
don't see her going to church. The way she talks, I don't know.
Who, Nevaeh's mom go to church?
Oh, not Nevaeh mom. I'm talking
I was
about.
say, okay.
What's her name? Ronnie's sister. We got. What is her name? So I don't say that. Because I don't want to say Ronnie's sister. We got to get her name. Nobody wants to be known for that. Well, anything behind somebody. Oh, that's so and so big brother. That's,
okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna.
Oh, I think it's called Sadie Love, something like that. Sadie Love, ain't it? It's something
Yeah, Sadie Love.
because she's on my page. I follow her. I followed her when she went live, but I didn't remember her name. I don't remember. My name's bad. Oh my goodness.
This picture, the way he paused this video is hilarious because that dude looks so scared of Chrisean yelling in his face.
He do.
Her breath
She's
high.
backing him into that corner. She got him
Josh
back.
gave Zesty, and y'all are saying that's his girlfriend.
I don't think I think some men are just feminine. I don't think he's that.
And what is he? What is he? An interviewer or something? What is he interviewing her? Like what?
Y'all
He's her friend.
her money, but Lisa's Lisa mama got. At least it's his mama. He got money. They
Her
own a
mom
law
married
firm.
Sean Malone.
But she don't. She's a lawyer too herself.
Yeah.
And they on the chat panhandling. When
But he was
in the
panhandling
chat was saying that's
that.
panhandling.
Yeah, he was begging for money last night, and I thought he said that his mom had money or they had their own
Yeah, a
business or
construction
something.
company and all
Yeah.
of
I
this.
looked for the father, his stepfather is worth $535 million. Half a billion.
Okay, so
And he with Chrisean. That's crazy.
Wow.
She gonna say she posted the baby. Yeah, like, and the baby is cute. Like, what was your
Right.
point?
He's a good looking
But
baby.
I remember when she said that part, that was her fault.
all right. So is she? Hopefully she hit me back up and let me know what day is good for her, and then we can get Ronnie's sister on the live chat and build and grow with her. I think her being a part of the movement is essential. Even as far as like just having a conversation or being able to show her that people are on here still fighting, still wanting justice, still wanting, to live in a world full of light, whatever you want to call it. I think that would be great for her to see the support that she actually has, because she don't know that other pages are fighting. They don't know that other pages are pushing this, that, I spoke to her mom, I think one time, through outlet, but they don't really know social media like that. She does hair. She mainly is in the salon doing hair half the time, probably rarely scrolling some platforms. And a lot of people, smaller content creators, we don't even come up on a lot of people's algorithm like that. So that was good that I was able to get a message out there to her. And let's see where that goes. I think that's going to lead to some great things. She said she said she's willing to do it. She said she wanted to come up on a panel. Other people was in her comment section saying like, yeah, I follow you because of Ralph the Wise. So, you know, that should be positive. That should turn out good. And then with the Nevaeh thing, if we can just get to like Nevaeh's mom, maybe we can teach Nevaeh's mom TikTok or YouTube or how to get monetized or so on and so forth. Walk them through the steps. In return, it might help Nevaeh because if we teach her mom, then her mom might teach her, you know, how to work TikTok, how to, you know, maximize your, you know, battling on TikTok, how to utilize the space on TikTok, so on and so forth to bring in revenue. So if we teach her mom might teach her. She can start making a form of revenue through TikTok and maybe selling some product or something like that, maybe a t-shirt, you know, from Plentiful, or, you know, some type of teddy bear, candle. And you know, she could maybe she can, you know, in spite of Chrisean, maybe she can put Save Junior t-shirts out there with Save Junior onesies and stuff like that.
And put Chrisean Rock on it.
Now that would be listen. I mean, if she wanted to play that internet game, then shit, we might as well just go ahead and get the rights to Holy Hands. And every time Chrisean uses the name Holy Hands, she get paid for it. I mean, if you're going through that level of pettiness, you know what I mean? You might as well just go get the name that she's using copywritten and make it so she can't use the name Holy Hands no more. If we getting petty, you know what I'm saying? That's if we getting petty. I'm saying that's if we getting petty.
I'm not. You laughing, but I'm serious.
I'm quick to do that shit. I listen.
She gets anxiety like in front of a camera.
I do that shit quick.
You gotta beat her at her own game, internet games.
Right, I do that shit quick.
Anxiety in front of a camera.
I go look up all the names that Chrisean used that I can get the copyrights to.
I was about to say,
and then I send her a cease and desist that she can't use the name no more. Oh, you Holy Hands? Not anymore. You Hennessy Fingers. You better call yourself something else.
Hennessy Fingers is crazy.
For real. That's probably why I don't. That's probably why I don't play. You know what I'm saying? Them games, because I my level of pettiness probably stoops too low. You know what I mean? People don't like when I play. When player 2 enter the game, they get mad.
You don't like it when they play with your intellect, either.
No, I don't. I hate it. That's why I try not to play with other people's, you know?
When nobody commented after you said that, they was taking that shit in. They was taking it in, shit. Everything don't have to have a response. That was good. Holy Hands.
She schoolyard cripping for Christ.
Ain't nothing holy about it.
No.
Imagine Nevaeh getting the copyrights to Chrisean's, you know, that Holy Hands name, and every time Chrisean use Holy Hands, Nevaeh get paid for it. What? That should have pissed her off something royally.
Yeah.
You know, took the whole Junior thing already from her, and then you double down, and now you done copyright Holy Hands, and now you get paid every time she use Holy Hands. Shit, that should have crushed her spirit.
What Junior you talking about? I'm not gonna do that, but they're gonna say that. What Junior you talking about? This one or the other?
Who?
If they talking about Junior,
it don't even matter. It don't even matter.
She gonna have to give her all that box
I ain't gonna even do it.
She gonna have to cover up that box of money.
Both of them need to be saved.
I named my son a Junior too.
No, I'm talking about.
Oh boy, that'll be nice. Boy, I could be copywriting like a mother.
So he's gonna always be my favorite. So
make sure you look that up though, Ralph.
Man, listen, I would have got so petty. Chrisean wouldn't even be able to call herself Rock anymore. I'd have got so motherfucking petty. I'd have won copywritten all nicknames, titles that she using. I want Chrisean Rock. I want Rock. I want Holy Hands. Huh? She gonna be calling herself Bam Bam and Pebbles by the time I get done with her ass. I promise you. I want to take every title away.
Oh, Chrisean Porter. Take that.
No, and John the Baptist. John the Baptist too. Yeah, that one. Add that in there. Every time she
I
say that,
forgot I
get
had
her
a jump
paid.
rope. I was looking for this jump rope too. I forgot I
Kiss
had
your
this damn
unholy
jump rope.
hands.
Yeah, take this outside and jump rope. That's what I've been looking for.
Did you guys notice that when she was talking about traveling and doing all of these things with Blue, she mentioned Junior all the way at the end?
When the
What she
what?
say about Junior?
Basically, she was like, I just want to travel. I want to, go to Jerusalem. I want him to be a part of my boxing career. Oh, and we have a son. Y'all saw that part.
Man, she dropping Junior off. Do you hear me? Junior is getting dropped off. I don't know if it's in Jerusalem, Mount Zion, or Calvary. But somewhere along the way, Junior's not making it the whole trip.
She gonna leave him on the plane.
Mm-hmm. Right. Israel, they'll give you dual citizenship, right?
I
For
think
the
you got to
U.S.
be
and
there
Israel.
for a certain amount of time,
Serious.
unless you go about
Oh.
like. There's a way to go about doing it. All right, Discord. Y'all got it for a little bit. Y'all talk amongst each other for the YouTube. Remember that y'all are on YouTube. But yeah, y'all got it for a little bit. We on YouTube talking about it. I'm gonna step outside for a second.
Okay, so
And YouTube, if y'all
Krishan
say something
father,
slick, y'all better not say no slick shit about my Discord either. And we ain't perfect. We got some complications, but we ironing that shit out. And by the end of the day, just know we better together.
Word.
All right, y'all go ahead.
You had was you getting ready to say something? Somebody was.
I know interruptions like that we done had a couple of times. Oh, that's been crazy.
Yes, I was gonna say,
I
do
ain't
you
think it was
think
that serious.
Blueface would go to Jerusalem with her though? What they gonna be doing over there? They can't be
Nah,
acting
Blueface
crazy
ain't
over
going.
there.
No way,
Mm.
Blueface.
I don't know that he would go.
I
Nah,
don't
I
think
don't
he
think
would
he would
go.
go. I doubt it.
I wouldn't mind
You
looking
think
up
she's
to see
really
how it
that
is.
believable? You think she really like believes all the stuff she's saying, like about how they go? She want him to get right with
They have
God.
these like churches have tours or whatever where you can go and they'll
Oh, yeah.
tour all around the places that Jesus, like the Garden of Gethsemane, the walk that he did with the crucifixion. Then they'll have like so you can buy a package where they'll tour you all those different places, the river where he was and all of that.
Yeah, the
But
Black
I
Sea, all
don't
of that.
see her in Blueface doing a tour like that
No,
because
I don't see her taking any of it serious.
I don't
no.
either.
That's
Exactly.
what I'm saying. Do you really think
Right.
she's serious?
Mm.
I don't know.
Especially the junior aspect. Like,
Well, the junior aspect, I actually think that she might just want to drop
and she got
Junior
summoned
off.
by CPS. So when's that? That's gonna be 30 days. She
Oh,
got to
when did that
produce him in
happen?
court.
When did the CPS thing happen?
No, that's all the stuff she be trying to hide. But we be hearing
Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay.
it. She don't want to be upfront about anything. That's why she's losing views.
Right. That's probably what she's running away from.
You played your life off like you're trying to do right, and then you turn around and flip the script. People don't
Yeah.
get
Right.
stuff like that. I don't.
You just
No.
said something real interesting though. I wonder how many you know how she stopped streaming with Blue, like she's like, I don't want to be caught on your stream and blah blah blah. I wonder how many views she's then lost since she's gotten all wrapped back up into the Blueface thing. Because remember how she used to sit in there and pray and talk about stuff, but now she's all Blueface. I wonder how many views she's lost since then. I'm curious.
Mm.
I saw it popped up on my phone one time, but I don't know if it's true. But it said like about 30,000, either 30,000 or 300,000.
That she lost?
Yeah,
I
Lord.
believe it.
that probably like from her old Instagram. You know, like when she used to be on Instagram and
Yeah,
Facebook and
I did.
stuff.
I saw that too. How many she lost?
Yeah,
But that was an old
I'm
post.
not
Yeah.
for sure.
She
That's
is
not
real.
good.
She real boring now, though. Like,
Yeah.
no, I mean,
Inarticulate. She
Because
don't have no content.
like Ralph
I
said,
fell
you
I
can't
fell
do nothing
asleep to her
without
talking
having somebody
yesterday.
on there.
She was talking.
yeah,
I fell
because she
asleep.
got that real monotone voice, and on top of that, she don't be talking about nothing. So you will.
At
That is a
all.
good way to
And
go to
then
sleep.
Be
she
like, let me
loses
go
her
put
train of
Krishan on
thought.
real quick.
She
Just be
loses
like,
her train of thought, and then she's in her phone, and we're like, she's
And
like,
change the whole conversation.
you know what I mean? No, we don't know
Yep.
what you mean. You didn't say
and then
nothing.
she called Blueface. She called Blueface while she was in the bed, and the bed walked in with the baby. Like, damn, again. What the fuck? Bro? Can't even give her a nothing.
Right.
That pissed me off when I
She's
seen
really
that.
trying to. It's almost like Blueface, and she know Blueface not gonna let her beat on his baby mama. So at this point, it's like, let me see if I can drive her crazy. Exactly what she did to Jaden, because Jaden and Blueface was engaged and they was all good. And here come Crazy Rock trying to destroy them. She doing the same scenario that she did with Jaden.
But you see, Nevaeh threw some water at his ass, so it's only gonna get worse. She let him know, stop playing with me. She ain't never thrown no water or did none of that shit at him.
She didn't drop that baby. She
It was
ready.
kind of funny. I don't like drama like that, but it was kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Amusing.
He tried to
She's
turn
just
that
very
music
bad.
all the way up. And then you could hear from Krishan phone the music. And she's like, hello, hello. You know what you did.
She don't be having shit to talk about. If I was Blue, I wouldn't answer the phone. Like, what do you want to talk about? You don't be having nothing to talk about on the phone. Talking about what you doing, Papa? Like, come on.
It's really gotten to the point though that she can't focus on her views and her kick account because she watching his. So at this point, why do you keep going live at the same time as he does when you know you can't even focus? You just like the rest of everybody, you all fanned out, so you can't even do
I
what
think
you
she
need
look
to
at
do.
what he be saying and doing and stuff so it can help her, give her something to say on her content. But that's why I just steady like drama and chaos. Because
Yeah.
she always have something to say about what he's doing on his end.
Notice how peaceful Nevaeh and Blue was laying in the bed with the baby, just talking, even though he was talking about a bunch of nothing. And then as soon as she started disrupting chaos.
Yeah. Cause that's what I thought. She was just laying there, just like finally just being at peace and like watching TV or something. But
Every
it's
time
funny
they're
when she get
together,
that
something
look.
erupts.
She get that look at him like, ooh, sometimes you make me sick. And I'm like, girl, you just now feeling that? Shoot, that kind of look would have been done made me leave. But how much can you take? And Krishan, she wanted bad. She like, no, do it to me. Do it to me. Don't do it to her. Do it to me. Talk to me like that. She's off the wall, be like, no, I know he really loves me. I know he does. No.
But I don't know,
You
maybe
like
I'm
that
just a
movie? What's
person.
the name of that movie? Why Did I Get Married? And he ended up
Yes.
leaving his wife because she was too big, and then went to that little. And
And
then
then
he was like, yeah.
she ended up glowing up at the end.
But then he was talking about, well, what's your girlfriend? Oh, she just don't. She just don't. And that's what Chrisean look like. She just don't. She don't do nothing. She don't cook. She don't clean. She even look like she don't even wash clothes. Cause look what she be wearing. Look like she still got all them clothes she used to wear back in the day, still in that laundry pile.
That's
She just go.
exactly. I mean, I guess somebody need to send Blueface all the clips of when she was in that house, and that house is so doggone dirty. And she had all them piles of clothes and food. Like she keep food, trash, and everything. I know her little
Don't you
streaming
know that make
area.
your house stink? Shit like that
Right.
make your house stink.
I know
Yeah.
her streaming
Nasty. That's
area looks
filthiness.
clean. Like where she been hiding herself looks clean. Like where she streams is clean. But I mean, I wonder what her kitchen look like.
It makes you imagine really how Junior health is. Breathing in that shit is bad.
Did you notice
That
how
can make you sick.
she kept trying to cover his face last night on stream and he was trying to get away from her and she was pushing his body back down. She tries to do it slick, like it looks like she's just lightly doing it. But if you ever watch her when she's trying to push him, you can see like the muscles in her hands be moving, like she literally be pushing him down with his head or whatever. Because he was trying to
You
get
ain't
away
supposed
from
to be
her.
doing a child like that at all.
He was
At
fighting away
all.
from her last night.
I say plenty of people say stuff like that. Don't do that. Don't put your hands in his face like that. That's not good.
Nobody say nothing. Like I don't get it. Like they don't say, Chrisean, you
No,
want me to
yes
say
they
something?
do, but she does not care. She
Oh.
does not care.
Don't that Mia chick look like she can't stand Chrisean, or is it just me? It's almost like she cannot barely tolerate
Yeah,
No,
her.
I've been saying that.
to her face, she can't stand Krishan.
Yeah, just like when Raph was talking about energy, that's how bad she brings down Mia energy. But when she was out there running and the coach was talking about her, about she had like she got a what's her name, a remote control on her. You know what I'm saying? Mia was up. She was like excited about it. Somebody, yeah, look, you know what I'm saying? But then when she's somewhere else around Krishan and she's on stream or whatever, and she's looking at what she's looking at, even when she have Junior around her and stuff, it's like she just bring all the energy down, and like Mia don't even want to look at her or nothing, say nothing, and that's sad. Not even a coach. Coach don't even say nothing. But if he can say something about how BlueFace is doing her, why you want to say nothing to her about how she treating her own child?
I'm just waiting for the day for one person. And I'm believing with all my faith that one person gonna come forward. She gonna meet the right person for on our end, like the right person for us. And that person gonna snitch. And that's what I'm waiting on. Because not everybody gonna be compliant to the situation. Somebody is going to snitch. I'm waiting for the day.
Yep.
But let me get around her. I'll be ready to do a tell all.
Mhm.
Because you can't tell me that girl ain't sniffing on something.
Right.
Tell me. You can't tell me she doing et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'll be taking pictures showing it.
Well, I'm talking about I have my camera flipped around so doggone much, girl. I have a camera in my hat. She like, why you always wear that hat? No, I just like to keep the sun out my face. I be taking pictures left and right. She ain't got the right person. It's got to be somebody out here that that's why I keep saying I think the people that come around her, they get paid to come around her. Like that guy last night, somebody is paying him because you gonna let somebody sit there and poke on you like that? No way.
I would have took her money and still snitched. Come on, you gotta play chess, not checkers.
Right. There you
I'm
go.
still snitching.
If I was Bino, tell you, I tell it all
That,
too.
that little bit of money ain't stopping for me from snitching. Thank you. And now you're going to jail. It's either that or they're scared of her. Something. It's either one of the two.
Yeah, I'd do it. Because she showed in Curry when she took that boy car and
You gotta
drove
be
off with it.
strategic. You gotta be real strategic when you do shit like this.
Every time somebody come public and say something about her, the internet turns on them.
I think she's doing a good job by herself of getting it to turn on her more and more by her actions. Because a lot of people were disgusted that she showed up at that baby shower. That's why she was trying to act like she didn't show up because she saw how people was responding to her showing up.
She look a little scared though, cause she don't pop out in public like she used to. So let's be honest. She look a little scared. She don't pop out there like that, like she used to.
Hell, she need to be scared. There's people that probably want to whoop her ass. Just how
And she in her own home. She in her home city.
Mm-hmm.
She got to be with somebody
And she don't got
to
Blue.
feel safe.
Blue can't fly from LA that quick to save you.
Blue ain't gonna do nothing. You saw the way he got knocked out.
Oh yeah. But you know what I mean. Usually when he's out with Chrisean, he be the one that you know what I mean.
Yeah, who you think gonna be the man in that situation?
Right.
Sure ain't him.
Right.
He always call her manly, but he know he low key enjoy the fact that she's manly.
He's zesty. He like that shit.
And know damn well she ain't celibate. She made that shit up.
Oh yeah, that child. She was
She
here
ain't celibate.
for
She be
30
walking
seconds.
She
like
making
she got
herself.
them doing it.
She look like she fighting over penis. The way she act. But you gonna turn around and say, no, I'm celibate. I ain't doing nothing until he act right. What the hell? Girl, left my husband. 2 years later, I done ran into him. He still ain't acting right. He nigga living in the streets. Nigga sleeping in his car. How much dirt that man done did towards me? God is eating his ass up.
I
No,
find it
I
funny
ain't
how she
going back
just
and looking to see if a man done changed. I'm finna continue on with my life and do better.
But what's crazy is she wants Blueface to change so bad, yet she hasn't changed. So you want him to change, and you're only changing on camera. You are still aggressive. If he says something that you don't like, you want to turn. You're gonna go right back to the old Chrisean. You're gonna go right back to turning
So let,
up. You're gonna go
so let
right
me
back.
ask you this. So let me ask you this. She want him to change, but what is she doing to help him change? Not a damn thing.
That's what I'm saying. She can't help him change because he's only gonna change for a good woman, meaning that woman is gonna be she's gonna be such in her womanhood and such a good woman just alone by herself is gonna make him want to change. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna feel bad eventually for treating her bad. He's going to eventually like you know what I'm saying? Like he's not going
Right.
to like it's just he's not gonna change for nobody like Chrisean that's faking and phony. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows how she is off of camera. He knows that she's not really doing what she's supposed to be doing with that baby. He's going to, and I'm not saying that he's gonna change as far as not cheating, but he might, change how he treats his woman as far as how he talks to them and whatever the case may be. He might still cheat on the low, but he might just, you know what I mean? Like he's going to go about, he's not going to do that until the right woman comes along. Like I feel like for Stunner Girl, he probably would have been a different Blue. And I think that's why he didn't want to be with Stunner Girl because he can't step up to the plate like she
Okay.
would want to step up to the plate,
But let's say he wouldn't avail now. So you see all the chaos he keep bringing her into or whatever. You know there is a such thing as a nervous breakdown, right? So if he end up giving that girl a nervous breakdown,
Yeah,
you think he
I
gonna
would,
change again?
I would hope that I remember when he was acting like Chrisean was his baby mama, and he was like in the beginning he was going in on her, like he was going so hard on her, and he ended up putting out a tweet saying, "Okay, I'm gonna stop being mean to her because her mental health is gonna affect my son." Right? I hope that sooner rather than later. But see, he wasn't streaming back then, so he wasn't doing things for clicks. He was really just being himself, right? I hope that he catches himself before
He ended up getting
it
locked
gets
up though after that, right?
yeah, it was I don't know how long after that, but it was at some point after that, yeah,
Like
he
she was
was like,
pregnant though, right?
no, this was after the baby was born. Yeah, this was after the baby was born, where he at one point, like he was going in and then he just stopped and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop being mean because, and so yeah, I feel like because this is his real baby, I think that he's going to really have to like he's gonna have to catch himself because I think he's wrapped up in the streaming of it all. He's wrapped up in the shock value of it all and getting the reactions and from the people, and he's wrapped up in that. Like he wasn't streaming back then. He didn't have that mindset back then. He's gonna have to catch himself and realize that he's doing a little too much, and he's gonna have to take it really easy on her because not only is she has your child, she still has another child that she has to tend to. You know what I mean? Like she still has to. I'm sure she's doing the majority of the things for Superior. She's getting him up. She's taking him to school. Like she's doing all that. He's gonna have to catch himself and be mindful of the mental space that he's gonna end up that he could potentially put her in based off his actions and him trying to be so cloud driven when it comes to streaming stuff. Like
I
I
just
feel like.
didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I just didn't like how when they came home from the hospital, she was talking about her kick and the type of stuff that she wanted to do on her kick, and he got upset talking about don't promote yourself on my kick. Like,
Yeah, I heard that. To me, I mean, to me, I didn't see anything in an issue with how she was saying it until he said something about it. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I get how you're saying it. Like, he was just telling her, like, you ain't got to say it like that. Like,
He's scared of the
you're
potential of
going to
what she could
get,
be, but really,
yeah,
truly,
like,
Nevaeh doesn't have any
But didn't
like
he let
talent.
Chrisean do it?
she has a lot of
Yeah.
supporters though. So it's like you guys know his cameraman, Trey.
Mm-hmm.
He has promoted himself on his platform. He hasn't said anything to him. Why can't Nevaeh do the same
But
thing?
see, it's not just about the promotion, y'all. It's about, hey, she has they're just saying, hey, follow my stream, da da da. Nevaeh, the way Nevaeh was doing it is, hey y'all, because she's talking to his viewers, right? Hey y'all, come follow me because we're when he's not here and we're not, we're not gonna be doing all the stuff that he's doing. We're gonna be over here doing our other little
He
thing.
doesn't want Nevaeh numbers to go up.
He just I don't necessarily think that. I think that he was just like, don't say it like that. Like, don't say it like we're in competition. Just say, hey, yeah, follow my kick. You know what I'm saying? Like, just follow my kick. When I go live, y'all follow me. She didn't have to
But
go
I feel
into the
like all she want
whole,
to use is the baby for content.
that's
'Cause I
fine.
really think she's
That's her
boring
business.
without
Yeah.
arguing with Blueface.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Chrisean is boring. Chrisean is boring. She's like watching paint dry. She has nothing to talk about, nothing to do
That's my
unless she's
personal
talking about.
opinion. I think she's boring. They
Yeah,
stream and we fall asleep.
but
Before they
there's
started
a lane
arguing.
for everybody. There's a lane for everybody. A lot of people like watching stuff like that. You have people that watch ASMR, watch people eat. That don't talk.
But you guys, I don't think she really meant it that way. I think she worded it wrong, but
Yeah,
I don't think she was trying to. I don't think she was trying to steal his views or like steal his clout. I think, and that's what he always thinks that everybody's doing him wrong. But I think he didn't mean it that way, and he corrected her, and actually he didn't do it disrespectfully, to be honest. But she didn't mean it in the way that he thought she meant it.
I don't think she meant it in the way he thought she meant it. But I think Blueface, you gotta understand, he's a celebrity. He got probably got PTSD of women trying to come on and run off on, you know what I'm saying, with his clout or whatever the case may be. So maybe he was just like, hey, we're a team. Don't say it like that. Hell, we can go live together. I'll put my live on your live.
He did say exactly what you said on your stream. He said, that's what females do to him. So it was kind of like, what are you doing? Are you trying to actually come on here and take from me, or trying to stream off of my stream?
Exactly. Yes.
But I think honestly and truthfully, she didn't because when he explained it to her, she's like, "Oh, okay, I get what you're saying." So she honestly said it without thinking, and he kind of went back and corrected her.
Right.
I don't think she meant that, I'm coming in here, I'm getting as many followers and I'm bouncing. Like Nevaeh, she just needs guidance. That's all. But she didn't mean it in a negative way. I mean,
I didn't take it as that either, But I mean, I got both sides. Like I got what she meant, because I'm gonna follow you anyway. You know what I mean? But I get where he was coming from too, coming from his position and all of that, So
exactly.
So,
Me too. I felt the same way, and honestly, that was shocking that he wasn't disrespectful about it. He just kind of calmly redirected that, and
yeah. Yeah,
He didn't
I
do a
really,
bad job at that either.
yeah, I really hope he is mindful how he talks to her. Like, you know, you're going to make people rally. And I'm not saying that he doesn't want this, but
He was like,
him
come
talking
on,
to
you
her
know,
like
you
that,
and
people are gonna rally on or rally towards
I'm not
her.
mad about that.
Yeah, people are gonna rally
Yeah,
around
I
her.
I
Or
don't
something like
disagree.
that. While she's living inside of his house. When Krishan was living inside of his house, she didn't care. She was being disrespectful, destructive in everything.
Right. He came home.
I'm
What
trying to understand this.
Nevaeh made a comment. She was like, would you rather come home and see all your plaques broken and this and that?
Because
Like,
we
yeah, because she's not in
all
here
know
cutting
that
up like that.
she wanted him manly. Just like he said, the way she was like, oh, if I wanted him, I could have him. And girl, if you could have had him, you would have been in the house.
You would have had
He's
him. You would have
scared of
had him
you.
when he came
That's why he
home.
keep you on the leash.
He don't want you. He just want to screw on
All
you.
the
He
threats
don't
that she
want
goes
her.
around making,
I just
I
hope
would
he's
keep
not
you on the leash
stupid
too.
enough to get her pregnant.
But
But I
don't
feel
think
like
you
because
bigger than the program, like you said.
he's so
I
clout
truly don't
driven,
think that none of y'all are.
he will get her
But when
pregnant
he
for
said
clout.
that,
Yep, and
when
I
he
agree
said
with
that, that made her snap into a narcissist. Remember when she was talking about everything is perfectly fine, everything is perfectly fine, everything is perfectly fine, everything.
I seen
Oh
that
my
shit.
God. I saw the evilness in her eyes when she wanted to cry or whatever.
Ralph cracking up.
Stop, Ralph. I'm serious.
No, for real. You did that a
No,
little too good.
cause that night she, she really, she really crashed out that night. She was like, see, look, I can keep telling myself that everything is perfectly fine, but everything is not perfectly fine. I was like, yo, because that's what they try to tell them, like in the mental hospitals and these places that they send them to get reset, like after they get them on the proper meds and so on and so forth. So usually when they coming off of their medicine, that's what they usually go through, like that level of crash out. And then they go through a reset where they have to get on the proper meds, start taking the meds, and go out there and try again.
Watching Chrisean feels like I'm watching a true crime story. I
You
don't
are.
never miss an episode. I don't miss an episode.
Okay. I'm like, you are, child. You
I'm
are.
like, my nose on.
Shit, that's how I look at this shit. I feel like I'm one of the detectives on CSI or one of the Criminal Minds or some shit. That's what I feel like I'm watching. I feel like I'm watching Law and Order. Every time I wake up when I'm about to find out some more shit about Chrisean, you know what I hear first? That Law and Order, that Law and Order theme, like in the criminal justice system. There are criminals, and then these motherfuckers. Not
Just
to be
call all of
confused.
us Olivia because we are. We get beat
I'm
down
telling
over.
you, we don't miss a beat.
That's what I
Or
hear.
Criminal Minds. Uncle Ralph is Morgan, and we that white girl that be with him.
I'm telling you.
Y'all know that.
They be on point with this shit.
Telling you, I
But
love
it's
Criminal
just so easy. It's so easy to, point these characters out. Like, I don't see how people wasn't seeing. Maybe in my mind, I thought people was seeing the same shit I was seeing. I thought people was seeing these entities or the patterns of behavior that was taking place. I'm thinking people see it. But then again, people don't see it. They be so busy in their own life, so busy with what they got going on, they don't get a chance to, a lot of people don't even notice the stars in the sky because it's rarely that they get a chance to look up.
Damn. Right.
I've seen it, but not in this way. Like, it's terrible. Once you start paying attention to everything, it's terrible.
You can't unsee stuff.
You can't unsee it. Exactly.
That's why she tried to delete all those videos.
It's like it's
too late. It's
already
too late. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
think that's
haven't
the
even
thing
looked
that
on there to
to
see
delete
yet if
them.
it's been clipped. I haven't even looked though. I can't wait to see them.
Man,
Well,
they
crazy if he
clipping
trying to
her.
beat
They
him.
clipping her the moment it happened. Like they clipping the shit the moment it happened. You can't outbeat the Clippers. I promise you, the internet is undefeated.
Right.
You can't outbeat these Clippers. It. The only way to outbeat them is actually be mindful of what it is that you're saying and what it is that's coming out of your mouth. You know what I mean? If you just got a loose tongue, like they're gonna beat you every time because the moment you say it, they clipping it. Gotcha. Got they watching and waiting just to clip it. So as soon as you say it, they done clipped it. And then once you delete it from your page, you can't even combat their page once their page go viral with it. You can't combat it because you deleted it from your page. Now they're the sole custodian of that piece of property because you deleted it from your page. You get what I'm saying? So now you can't even argue that it's yours because you deleted it from your page. So now they're the owner of that particular whatever they clipped. So it's like whoever is running her pages, whoever she's got operating her pages, they dumb as hell. Because 9 times out of 10, the best thing to do is put stuff on private or put it on members only, something of that nature, right? So that way they have to be a member to see it, whatever the case may be. But when you delete that shit, you lose the rights to it in a sense. But in Chrisean case, she, might be looking at the criminal part of it, knowing that she might have said some criminal shit or she might have looked incriminating, like especially stalking somebody, online, especially the way she was doing it. Constantly watching his live, calling his phone, all of that stuff. When you're looking at it like that, it's just more evidence that she is this person that is capable of doing that. And then once you can see that she's that person capable of doing that, all of this stuff can be looked at in court. It can be used in court as character references. So it's like if you want to, paint the character or, tell that, this is this type of character, right? Then these are the evidence that you would use. The stuff that you see her doing on the live streams and stuff like that, those are all references or character references that you would use to say that this is this type of persona.
Yeah.
Especially if it's federal. Like if it's federal, all this stuff online is going to be used. If it's state, maybe not so, but federal, man, all this shit about to be used.
Nevaeh needs to put a restraining order on her, but I wonder if Blue is not gonna want her to, because when she mentioned it, he kind of looked up like, and then he
I
didn't
would do
say
it behind his back. I don't give a fuck what he say. I would have
right.
still
Yeah,
did.
no,
I would
I
have
would,
said
I
shit
would,
too.
I would tell my mom or my grandmom to do it. That way, it looked like it came from them instead of looking like it came from me. That way, she can still save face in front of BlueFace or whatever, and be like, "Look, I didn't do it." My mom and my grandma, seen it as a threat and thought that me and the baby's safety was, what. That's how I would do it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I really hope she does.
Because if she do it behind his back, then he's going to take it out on her or
Well,
whatever the
yeah,
case
you're
may be.
right.
So like,
My
if somebody else do it that's close to her, then it's like it's their fault. You have that one concerned friend that's like, I don't give a fuck. If you don't call the cops, I'm gonna call them. You know what I
right.
mean?
But if he, I want that would be so weird if he take like, why would you take it out on her?
Because remember, everything for
He wants
him
to use
is
that for
like just
money.
content. You know what I'm saying? Everything for
Right.
him is just content. You know what I'm saying?
So tell his
You
ass to
put you
go
put a
fuck
restraining
himself.
order on if you put a restraining order on Chrisean, um, it eliminates this whole game that he's playing where he can just keep putting her in your face to play with and play on. It eliminates any future, like, because right now it's probably a build up for a boxing match for brand risk. You know what I mean? A build up for a boxing match for brand risk. And then next thing you know, they're announcing Nevaeh is going to fight Chrisean, as part of brand risk or some bullshit like that, or, whatever the case may be. It's always a future game involved when it comes
I was
to.
thinking they were going to try to put those two in a boxing match, especially because either that or have them talk to each other, have an argument or altercation. Maybe not
Yeah,
an actual physical one, but like a argument with each other.
yeah, everything is for the sake of content.
You talking about
Everything is
Krishan and
content.
Talia?
Yeah. Everything is
Oh yeah.
content. So it's like
Mm,
whatever they got going on, whatever they building up, they're building it up for content. So he's looking at how he can capitalize off of every single thing that's happening. How can he bring his numbers, right? Think about it. If he's already going through this level of extremity for content, he's already in the competition of competing, I'm this is the best one yet. However you look at it, I'm up there in numbers. I'm top 5 on Kick for streams or whatever the case may be, whatever he's telling himself, right? These different variations of things is what's going to keep him pushing the limit, pushing the Mario button, as they say, right? So it's like, a daredevil, right? A daredevil is getting paid based off of the dares that they do. Each dare becomes more, devastating than the last. Each dare becomes more daring than the last, right? That's the same thing with this whole content and doing everything for clicks, right? That means, each time he's got to up the ante with performance to get more and more subs. Hey, get me to this if y'all want me to knock this cup off the table. Get me to this if y'all want me to smash this window. Get me to this if y'all want me to go out and do some gangster shit tonight with the homies. Da 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 da. You get what I'm saying?
yeah. I would be disgusted if I was Blueface's mom.
BlueFace's mom has never been more popular than she is right now. Think about it. She done did movies. She done been extra. She been in the extra for movies. She played in Soul Plane, so on and so forth. Right? She's always been waiting for her moment in the light. She done hung out with Shaq. You know what I'm saying? All these other people that she been around that's in the industry and probably been around their kids, groomed their kids, helped groom kids, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But she ain't never been more important than what she is right now as the godmom to Blueface's babies. Or not godmom, but grandma, right? As the grandmom to Blueface's babies, she ain't never been more important than she is right now, right? Without a shadow of a doubt, we could say like, oh, that's not true. That is true. She's not going to let nobody take this fame away from her. Nobody knew who she was outside of that fight that she got into with Chrisean. After that fight with Chrisean, everybody all of a sudden knew who Carlissa was, right? And then she got online and met the people that she met online, and they built a little bit of revenue. And it ain't even about the revenue, because I'm pretty sure they got niggas that they using for money all the time. It's about the attention.
Scratching on that.
Now they're getting attention, and it's coming with forms of currency. So that ups the business that they're in, whatever business that she's in, the African business, the finding women, like, because a lot of these ladies out here, they are the ones that's in charge of finding the women for the men to exploit and use. So Carlissa's no more than one of them women that they use to go out and find the cute girls and invite the cute girls back. And, hey, Carlissa, I need you to put some girls together for me. All right, and see what I could do. Da, 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 da. She's no more than that. All of them waited for their moment to be seen. All of them waited for their moment to get in this limelight, as they call it. And they're not going to let nobody take it away. Like, it is sick. It's disturbing.
It really
But they're not going to let nobody take it away. They're going to protect this business because it's a lucrative business. But it not only brings in more soldiers for the gang life, it also brings in more women for that lifestyle too, to be looked at. Y'all might call them video vixens. Y'all might call them I don't know, whatever it is that y'all calling them nowadays. 304s, I guess, because that's all this is a new form of high level trafficking through the internet. You know, Dean the Great, different variations of it. You can see it. Um, these people are getting people in and out of countries where big money is being played with, where, men are, spending money on, a whisper in the ear at a high level just to look like they're with a beautiful chick, you know? Half of them get in the room and probably fall asleep before you got to even do anything. They probably fucking curl over when you just blow on it. So women like, man, this shit easy. You know what I'm saying? This shit easy. You get them drunk enough throughout the night and you don't even have to do anything. You can just go in there and blow on that shit. They just go to sleep. Why are you going to stop a business like that? You know? Look at Adam 22. Y'all think he getting all that money from that little show over there? Hell no. They in the adult corn business.
Are you serious?
All of them got OnlyFans. You ain't never noticed that the guests that they put on there, all of them got OnlyFans and shit. They be looking at them on OnlyFans. Finesse 2 times OnlyFans. Why you think he ended up making it as a little streamer? Whatever the fuck he doing. OnlyFans. BlueFace and Chrisean. OnlyFans. Come on. They needed a different form of payment, so they started paying them VI, subs. Instead of it popping up as an OnlyFans payment, now it's popping up as a Twitch payment. You get what I'm saying? When he goes and hang out with Chrisean, what do you think that's a request from the OnlyFans? Man, I really loved it when you and Chrisean, da-da-da-da-da. I'll give you $10,000 just to fly to Miami and go be with her. They live through these people on OnlyFans. So the OnlyFans, they live through like Chrisean, Bree and Santos, like all these different characters that's in these like houses that, whatever clubs they calling themselves making or whatever. They live, the people that's watching them live through them, right? So like say they want to say there's a couple out there that want to watch Chrisean and BlueFace on the beach, right? They'll say, babe, give him 10,000, give him 10,000, let him go down to Miami and be on the beach with her. And then we can share a night together while we watch. And then the rich weirdos like, all right, I'll go ahead and send them $10,000. Get them on a beach together. Y'all think this shit don't be going on? It be going on. They live through them, like, so that way it's like when you seen them on the beach that night, you think they was really out jogging on the beach. When she tell the crowd that she spent 2 hours, or when she say, "Oh yeah, we ran 2 miles on the beach. We was on the track, like we was ran 2 miles," right? That's only code word for go over to OnlyFans and check out what we really did. That's all it is. Whoever got their OnlyFans pages, know their OnlyFans pages. They know the code word to go check that shit out. When she say she ran track, she talking about she put out new content on OnlyFans. Y'all gotta get with the lingo of how these Africans and 304, like how they really talking on here. Like they really be like, you know what I'm saying? They really like Danza, Lorenzo, all them people. Like, come on, you either a traffic mule or you giving them up something. Like they flying you out for that guap 3,000. Nobody got you making trips to Florida and shit just to get played on, and they still cool with you. Nobody got you. So you either got to be the plug, the person that they smuggling shit through, or you also indulging and engaging in certain variations of activities that will make your services be needed. And since we know you ain't no acquired singer, actor, dancer, or anything of that shit, then the only thing that you can come with is that gold mine that you're sitting on. Right?
Sounds like it makes sense. Yeah.
What else is she really bringing to the table? Besides the fact that they could probably put some shit up in there to get some shit in the plane some places, or the fact that she's got what guap 3000. Like what the fuck else is
Or if they
so
can put her in the studio to do something or whatever, but yeah, really nothing.
really nothing, because even the video she gonna fuck that up. Like even think about it. Half of her interviews might be 2 hours, but they have to clip out so much of it because she's either cursing, saying things that's not good for algorithms, or whatever the case may be. So she might go ahead and give you a 2 hour interview, but you'll probably cut out 45 minutes of that if you have to go back and bleep stuff out or take stuff out, right? For lawyer purposes, whatever the case may be. But neither here nor there. Even look at the interview with the Pastor Mario, right? Pastor Mario went all the way out there all the way out there, goes to Baltimore, flies to Baltimore, got to get a hotel room in Baltimore. He's sitting there, spent money on her to eat out, what, 3 times, I think it was approximately 3 times he spent money to eat out. So on top of the room that he's paying for and spending money to eat out, he also paid for a interview, whether he paid a 1,500, 2,500 to 10,000, right? The number can vary, right? Upon posting that interview, he didn't get the numbers that he thought he was going to get. He got the numbers that he wanted, but he didn't get the numbers that he thought he was going to get. Why?
Oh, he in my town. I gotta
Because
talk to him.
that's a disingenuous interview. You know what I'm saying? Like we all thought that he was going to have the spiritual discernment to give us truth, facts, even if he did a summary saying, upon interviewing this person, I want you to understand that everything you hear, so on and so forth. Shit, make the shit scary, because if I do an interview with Chrisean, shit, you gonna think that shit a horror movie the way I'm gonna chop that shit up and put it together. You know what I'm saying?
And she
And
ain't gonna have nothing to say back to you. Start
she
stuttering.
ain't gonna have she ain't, everything that she says, like one conversation with her and she'll expose the monster that she truly is. But people ain't asking the right questions. You know what I'm saying? People are not asking her the right questions. And she knows not to put herself in the places that's going to ask her the right questions. Like a lot of these other content creators and people, they know not to put themselves in the place of, that someone's not afraid to ask those tough questions. The Jason Lee interview, she probably, stalling it up, probably put some type of cease and desist on it, probably stopping him from airing it or something like that. Because like she said, Jason Lee was messy. He was being messy, so on and so forth. And now she's saying that she felt uncomfortable, with the Jason Lee interview. So with all of that being said, like, if Jason Lee put it out there, what type of scrutiny would he be facing from her, or backlash? Because she just, already said that, he was being messy, kept asking questions, like trying to, ask questions about would she be with Drake, or would she be with Lil Baby, or would she be with all of these different people that he was asking about, and then also asking questions about Ronnie, so on and so forth. And mind you, based off of some other evidence that might have happened on the Jason Lee show, you can pretty much put the story together. The sister goes on there and says that she might have had something to do with Ronnie. BlueFace goes on there and insinuates that, she was the last person Ronnie talked to on the phone, or was on the phone with him the night that it happened, so on and so forth. And now Jason Lee has her interview in the cut. Who knows what's going to come out of it with that interview? I would like to hear it. I know a lot of people are waiting for it, but right now there's a lot of stuff circulating around with the baby, with Chrisean crashing out. So Jason Lee might hold that shit till September. Ain't no telling how long Jason Lee might hold on to this thing, because right now it's a hot commodity. And if she end up going to jail, then he got the last interview she did before they took her ass back to Shepherd's Pratt. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where she going. She going back to Shepherd's Pratt.
Yeah, I feel like that's a get out of jail free card for her.
But it's one that she's going to use. It's one that they're definitely going to push. You know what I mean? They're going to use that outlet. They're going to use that.
Can you do that though? Because she, like she said, I'm not crazy. I'm insane. She's setting it up. But can a
You saying?
person be declared insane if they out there
I
claiming
mean,
that?
really, you know. Shit, if they put the amount of charges against her that they should put against her, I mean, the only out shit she gonna have is the claim 730. You know what I mean? That's probably the only defense that's gonna get her out of the shit. Once you put together, like, Geronimo and manipulating her, boyfriend at the time to take the rap for it, and then unaliving him after he took the rap for it, and then like, come on. A motherfucker like that's like premeditated and some more shit. So all the evidence that's stacked against her, uh, the only thing her lawyers can tell her is, hey, look, we're gonna have to go with we're gonna have to plead insanity.
Do you think it might have something to do with that though?
What?
With what the situation with her and Ronnie did.
Do what have something to do?
I think it might be too much. That might have something to do with it.
Chrisean and Ronnie did, like that person that they did that to or whatever. Like, what if a relative in the family or something like came back for revenge or something like that? You get what I'm saying?
Oh, nah. Geronimo didn't have no family like that where they was like that wasn't the case. Where you can say, that was it, because Geronimo's sister is very much sure that Chrisean unalived her dad. I mean, in fact, Chrisean was calling this girl, teasing her how she got away with it. So Geronimo's sister is very much sure that Chrisean is the one that unalived her dad. So if there was any type of backlash from that family, they would have went after Chrisean, not Ronnie. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking too. But since she was saying that he did it instead of her doing it, that's why.
Nah.
But Ralph, I always question that because, like they did say, yes, she called and was saying, but I'm like, if that was just a random, it must not have been just a random incident the way they was explaining it. Because if it was just a random incident, like because they went there, they needed to take a shower, and it just happened. How on earth do you get this man's family's number, daughter's number? Who like?
That's it. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you, however you looking at it, whatever this situation is, I don't know if this was like somebody that she was messing with. I don't know if this is somebody she was dealing with. Whatever the case may be, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I just found that detail interesting because I'm like, you should. How do you get that person number to be doing all that? Not saying she didn't do it, but I just feel like it's just more to the story because how do you got their number to do that? It sounds like something she would totally do, but I mean, if it's just a random incident within an hour, 2 hours of y'all knowing,
but that's why I say I think like she was messing with the dude, or that was one of her Johns or something like that. I think it was more so on that line.
Yeah, because like Ronnie said, she was walking towards him. When he was walking to his car, she was like
running towards him.
Car.
Yeah. So like I think it was more so like, that the place is right down the street from the stroll. You know what I mean? And so I think, she might have been out there on a stroll and needed some money. He might have been one of the Johns that, something or another she was messing with, Because if you go back, I'm pretty sure there's a Facebook trail that shows you that, you know what I mean? That they had some type of conversation either online or something like that to meet up. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? That they're not
Okay.
speaking on. They're not speaking on that information because it's probably sealed
Yeah,
or
they
something
leaving
like
that
that.
out.
But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's, Facebook or some type of online, whether it be Messenger or something like that, where she was talking to a different variations of people and setting them up. You get what I'm saying? Getting a
Mm-hmm.
hotel with them, and then Ronnie and them come in there, rob them, so on and so forth. That was their quick come up. That was how she was
Right.
getting it. Get on there, post it, fake like she got a car for sale or something like that. And then after they come to buy the car, boom, set up, you know?
Right. Right. Yeah. Hmm. I was just trying to cross my mind, but
Yeah, that's what it's more so seeming like. A lot of people usually do like online buying and stuff like that, but you do have a multitude of people that's online that's trying to take advantage of people that is online buying, especially, Facebook Marketplace. Different variations of people from the hood, they have now, you know, got notion of the whole Facebook buying thing. So they're putting fake things out there on the market, seeing who comes with the cash to pay for it and then rob them. So you got a lot of that going on right now. And Krishan's a part of that group that does that.
yeah.
That's the thrill of things. You're looking at Mookie, you looking at her older brother Eugene, I think. You know what I'm saying? All of them. That's what they do in the cities, and especially like Baltimore. That's what they were doing, especially the people from outside of Baltimore and stuff like that that wanted to be cool. They wanted to do the shit that the people in Baltimore was doing, especially the outskirts like Anne Arundel County, Prince George County. They wanted to earn a name for themselves too. That's why, Krishan running around talking about she from Baltimore, she from Baltimore. No, she's not. Like Ronnie, all of them will tell you, you want the Anne Arundel County High School. Like you didn't go, you was not in the inner city. You from Anne Arundel County. Your peoples might have been born in the city, or y'all might have been, got family in the city. Your mom might have visited the city or something like that. But you can tell that she's not from Baltimore because even when Pastor Mario, had her walking down one of the streets of Baltimore, she said, "This is where my mom and them be at. This is where I used to have to always come to when I wanted to look for my mom and them," and so on and so forth, right? But that just goes to tell you that she's not from out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? That means you come here to look for your mom and them because they sell Uggs right here, and your mom and them come look for or get the Uggs from on this block.
Right.
Somebody from outside the city, they used to say that all the time, like, "Oh man, from looking at it, you look at like some of the other cities, it's like, and Ronnie and them will tell you, like, she was from Anne Arundel County. That is not Baltimore. That's like the outskirts. That's Maryland, but that's not Baltimore. And people from Baltimore will tell you, Prince George County, those outskirted areas, that's not Baltimore. They
To
don't.
give you guys a perspective of where Anne Arundel County is, there's that mall that Ronnie went to is there. That's like the biggest mall that we have in this area. On top of there's a casino there. Like that's not a bad place to be from at all. And that's what Rolf is saying is true. She's not from Baltimore City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this whole talk where, I'm from Bodymore. Like, no, you saying that shit because, back in the day, you always had people that wanted to come from the suburb areas and pretend like they was from the inner cities. That's the
Right.
ones that we say they come in and they play gangster. They play gangster.
Mm.
We gotta live here every night. We gotta sleep here every night. They come in and play, and then they go back and sleep peacefully in their, suburban family household.
Right. They don't have to worry about nobody busting their window, whatever,
Yeah.
coming through their door.
They
Yeah.
go, they usually go to the friend's house in the city that they go spend the night at and do all the fuck shit and then go back and sleep good at their house. And their friend's house usually get hit up. Their friend's house usually get shot up. Their friend's house usually get, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all
That
remember, Tasiki said that she took Krishan out of that place and they went and had a townhouse in Anne Arundel County. And that's why Krishan went to that high school.
that's why I keep on saying, like, all that tough shit that she's playing a tough person. She's playing that shit. When she run into the real fucking tough people, Krishan curls in the corner and cries. You know what I mean? Like when she
Yeah.
run across the real tough people, the people that really have to live that shit that she playing, you'll see the real Krishan come out. You'll see that, like, when that, like, everybody got their own demons, but when you run across that person that scares the demons inside of you, that's when you'll see her snot bubbles and all that shit. Because people don't, think that it's nothing scarier than them in the world until they run across something scarier than them.
Right.
Just like when she was in LA and those girls ran up on her in LA. You saw
She's
how
gonna
they
she's
felt.
gonna deal with a blue face, before she deal with somebody that actually challenges her to be a woman. She'll rather deal with a blue face, somebody that's in competition with her for the man. They both fighting for the masculine position. They both feminine energies fighting for the masculine position. A real masculine energy wouldn't even fight with her for that position because there's nothing to fight about. It just is what it is. It's not about like, oh, who's the man, who's the man. Like, no. Krishan comes to the realization like, shit, I struck out at being a woman. I might as well be a nigga. Why? Because she can't conduct herself like a lady. She don't know how to be ladylike. It's not cute for a lady to be like, yo, 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 what's up, my dude? Can I hit? She out here talking like shit. I'm trying to slide on shit the same way he trying to slide on shit. That ain't ladylike. You got a hold that leads to the universe. And you just letting anybody skeet, skeet, skeet in it. A man has another piece of extension hanging from his body. He could rub that motherfucker up against a tree and be satisfied. A woman can't do the same thing. That's why their vessels is more cherishable than, even though we have the seed, whatever you want to call it, however you want to look at it, but, she ain't going to hold herself to the standards of a woman. That's why she conduct herself like an animal, a Chris animal. You can see the Chris animal in her. The way she eat. Don't make me go to the eating scene where she's devouring that food. Don't make me show her devouring that food. Cause I will. I will pull it up. Watch it together.
Love to eat with her hands.
She don't know. She don't got no home training. There's no home training with that one. I'm sorry. There's none. You're not gonna get it. It's not in there. Yo, Blueface really keep on putting this baby nipple up to his mouth. Look at this shit. Look, the baby crying. Look.
Maybe he wants some milk.
Stop.
Look.
You know what? I ain't gonna tell you what to do with your own son.
Want some chocolate milk? Do that.
Give me him.
Let me see. Maybe he wants some milk.
It is weird, man. That shit is weird.
Poor baby.
That is weird, man. That baby had a man's nipple in his mouth 7 times already. He ain't even 4 days old. He done sucked on a man's nipple 5 times already. That's fucked up. I can't.
On the internet, man.
The internet is forever. The internet is forever, and you just keep on doing it. And he's the one saying like, I don't want nobody with a penis touching my cunt, touching my son. Don't you better not have him around nobody with a penis. Well, shit. Being around you seem like he gonna get all the experience you acting like you hiding him from. Shit. You already sticking your damn titty in his mouth. Shit, what will you do next? I mean, if you're doing all of this, what you gonna do for a Klondike bar? You know? At this rate, the baby that don't even make sense. Like the baby can't even get nothing out of that. Like who's getting satisfaction out of watching him do that? Some weirdo on the fucking internet that's probably gifting them 50. 25 gifted for that one. 50 gifted for that one. Fuck. Nasty, sick. And BlueFace just keep doing it. Keep making it seem like I don't care what nobody say. So you just gonna keep on doing weird shit.
For gifts.
Keep on doing weird shit and make it seem like it's cool, huh? This shit cool now. No, we don't. This shit is not cool, mister. This shit is not cool. It's not normal, and we don't like it. And we're not afraid to say that we don't like it. Right, that shit's sick. And we're not afraid to say that we don't like it, okay? Let me see if anybody on right now. You know, don't mind us. Don't mind us, YouTube. Don't mind us. This is what we do. All right. We figured if we gonna be nosy, we gonna be nosy to the best of our ability. You know, keep watch. We gotta remember we gotta think like a night walker. So we gotta get up at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, 8:30, that's when they gonna go live. We gotta think like a night walker. You want to catch a night walker? You gotta think like a night walker. Let me see if Chrisean is live on TikTok. Sometimes she'll sneak over to TikTok and go live.
Bitch, I'm
Sometimes.
a sweetheart. Okay.
Sometimes she'll sneak over here and go live. You gotta catch her ass.
Y'all see she over here, she already re-ing up for her rebrand. her millionth rebrand.
Oh my God. Look, this is what it says on here, right? It says, I took everything down because I just wanna, and she spelled wanna, W-A-N, not W-A-N-N-A or whatever, however you spell it. She spelled, I just wanna, and she didn't even spell dedicate all my platforms to Jesus loading. She said, I took everything down because I just wanna deledicate.
Wait, what?
I guess she can use ChatGPT for that one.
Wait, hold on. DELICATE. That's not dedicate. That's not delegate. I'm reading what Chrisean put. All right, yeah. Do I need to write it down? Hold on, I'm gonna show it to y'all.
No, put it.
Now look. Okay, so do you see that what she wrote? I took everything down because I just want to
Delicate.
That's how you spell delicate?
Delicate. That's delicate.
That's not delicate.
Ain't that delicate?
Is that supposed to be delegate or
Is
delegate?
is dedicate? Is it supposed to be dedicate all my platforms? It's supposed to be dedicate, right?
But that's not what she said. Yeah.
That's not how you spell dedicate.
Yeah, maybe that L was supposed to be a T. Ain't that dedicate?
No, it's supposed to be dedicate.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a T. The L dedicate. It's supposed to be a T.
Dedicate. Deda. D-E-D. Deda.
Oh, that ain't how you spell dedication. I'm tripping.
Dedicate. D-D-E-D. She's got D-E-L-I. That's what she's got in there. She's got D-E-L-I-C-A-T-E.
That ain't even how you spell dedicate. I'm tripping. Dedicate with a D. Child, look.
Does that say Jesus loading?
Yeah, she said I took everything down because I noticed that when we went to her kick, it was like 5 days was deleted, right? It goes back to 5 days, right? And then I go over to her TikTok and all of her stuff is deleted except for her Jesus, her little, talk with Mario and like she deleted everything off of there, right? And now she says, I took everything down because I just want to delegate, whatever the fuck that word is, all my platforms to Jesus loading.
Yeah, I think she do run her platforms, Ralph. I know you were saying other people post on her stuff, but I think she do. She do the posting. This is clear that
Nah, that shit do not say DEDICATE. It don't say that. It say DELI, like Delhi, like your daily, like DELICATE. Who the fuck is typing this for her?
Her.
She has to see the red lining up under that says that this is an improper word. The moment even if you try to voice speak that shit, I don't think they're gonna fuck it up that bad. Not even voice to talk can mess it up like that.
She had up there. If somebody want to see it.
Well, Chrisean is going back and cleaning up her platforms, guys.
This is what number rebrand this, guys? Is like number 101.
Now, the problem is everybody already clipped all of this. Like, so when you look up Chrisean, you see all of this that's clipped. Right?
Yeah.
You see all of this that's clipped.
Solution? Where is the peace?
She can't go back and look how scared he looked.
Like, where are you gonna be disciplined? You want to have
Yeah.
your cake and eat
He's
it,
scared
you
they
stand
move.
benefit off of it. But then you
Wipe his face. Look.
You trying to push away?
Look. He's scared. He gotta. And look at his teeth. Look at his teeth. His teeth is that bad. Oh my God. His teeth is rotting out.
I have never noticed that. That is, oh my gosh.
Of course.
He's got brown and yellow teeth.
Yeah, that's what the bottle does. That's why it's called bottle rot. Like, let's take your kids off of it when they get a mouthful of teeth. They even recommend against even the nighttime bottle after a certain point. If this is all he's getting nighttime, right? So he's getting more than just a nighttime bottle. He's getting a bottle all the time.
Look at how tight she gotta hold him to get him. Look at how she's gotta.
She's trying to make him stay still so he not.
Yeah, like that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
And look at his teeth. She do not brush his teeth.
She definitely don't.
Look at his teeth.
That's why when she tell you what she
I don't know if
doing,
y'all can see it.
Yeah, look at yeah.
He's 3 years old. He's 3 years old. He barely got teeth in his mouth. You see that shit? That shit is.
Is there any way you can do a close up?
Well, you can zoom in on your thing. Take your fingers and zoom in on what he's showing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can zoom in as much as you like.
Yeah, I think you would have to zoom in from your phone.
Mm-hmm. Just take your fingers and spread it.
He's gotta be.
Oh, wow. And she has a filter. She has a filter on.
She's got a filter on, but you can see his teeth. You can still see the blur. Like you can still see the gold and all the plaque that's on his teeth. You can still see it.
Wow.
The person that edited this video, that clipped this video, has another filter on top of her filter. So it's like
It is a film. Let me see.
Yeah. They got like some type of animated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That one looks better. That one don't look like it got it. Let me see.
Yeah, but I can't get closer to this one.
Yeah.
That one's like that one because the other one's like that because it's zoomed in. Why is she acting like she doing a face reveal for Junior?
Why are you trying to cover his face?
That's why Junior got bold. Junior stood up and covered her face. Watch, look. She trying to cover Junior face. Watch Junior get up and cover her face. Watch. Junior get up. He about to get up right now and cover her face. Look, now watch he put his hands in her face. Yeah, get your hands out my face. You want, yeah. Yeah, you got your hands all in my shit. Get your damn hands out my damn face. Got your hands all in my motherfucking face. I'd have did the same thing too. I'd have tried to grab her motherfucking nose. You got your hand all in my shit. I'd have been grabbing at her nose, eyebrow, everything. I'd have ripped. I'd have put. I'd have pulled lashes off and some more shit. You hear me? Look, I would have. Look, I would have pulled everything off. I'd have grabbed a whole.
He make it look like she be doing abuse to her child, restraining him like that.
I would have locked. I would have locked on.
Like she better had her thumb in his eye.
Shit, I would have locked on a whole eyebrow.
Like she hurts him.
If I was Junior, I'd have grabbed a whole eyebrow out this motherfucker. Give me this brow. You know that I got your nose shit? That's how I'd have been if I was Junior. I got your nose. Shit, I'd have grabbed. Yeah.
You about to grab the makeup off her face.
I would have put some tears in her eyes. Look, right there, right there. You see when he tried to grab? Yeah, I'd have put some tears in her eyes. I promise you I would have. I'd have grabbed every damn thing I can. I went in with both hands grabbing shit. She don't care.
Your eyes not straight, mama.
She don't care about that boy. She act like she doing a damn face reveal the way she trying to cover up Junior face. She's trying to cover up Junior face like she doing a baby reveal. See, yeah, this one zoomed in. That's why it's like that. This one zoomed in right here. Look at his mouth. Look at his mouth. See, they keep zooming in. But look at his teeth. Man, that shit is sad. Look how droopy his eyes are. He is so tired. You can see the blackness around his eyes. Damn. That baby is petrified of her. He don't know what's about to happen. Cause she could just start choking him like that. He done look, see how he just jumped? He done experienced it already. Who?
He's draining that baby.
He just went live.
Okay. Y'all know we gotta go over to TikTok. Y'all know we can't be on YouTube. You know, YouTube. Or you can't go on. You can't be over here on YouTube. YouTube, y'all better come to the Discord. If y'all want to rock with us. This train is moving. We ain't staying in one place like y'all. This train is moving. Huh? Yeah, we gotta go. Y'all have a great day, YouTube. We gave y'all about 3 hours, 2 hours, 45 minutes, however long it was. We appreciate y'all time. We hope to see y'all in the Discord. Shout out to the Discord, always holding it down. And we will see y'all again the next time we come over here.